Hello and welcome to Black Desert Ramoness Championship Season number 2 of the year, and this time it's going to be Europe, as we're very excited, myself, G Clef, and
GM Bianco.
Oh yes, for sure, we are back here, and this time it's going to be Europe as a region where we had, even in the last season, we had the most variety of class being played, of course. I imagine it's going to be very similar this time.
Yep, definitely. But Europe has been very infamous for being the meta creators for Black Desert Mobile, in my opinion. And I'm very excited what surprises we have for Europe's league. I've always been rooting for our Europe league, and I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, because we've seen the meta so far. No, very likely which classes are going to come out. Lots of Berserker, of course.
Yep.
Lots of Phantasma. We had some Invokers out of the way, though. We had Shy, which is pretty cool. Some Reapers. So we're seeing some different combinations coming out, and sometimes it actually made those clutch moments.
Yep.
So let's see how these teams from Europe this time is actually going to make some changes and difference in game by switching in and out. We had lots of timeouts from Asia, so I imagine it's going to be very likely like that from Europe too.
Definitely.
And before we go into the overview and explain all about the tournaments, we have the events. Same events. Spectator participation, everything is actually available on our official website. Just check, go into the news tab, scroll down a little bit, it's right there. And we'll also do exactly the same. We'll have some chat live. Of course, we're looking at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch at the same time. We're reading everything. Not everything because we have to watch the screen, but yeah, most of the chat. And if I see something nice, something incredible, then you get some nice gaming pad controllers. These are incredible. I just have to continue mentioning them because it's easier to control. You'll feel it. If you never used it, you just don't know. If you use it, that's how you know.
And as G Clef quoted, Type C is the future. So if you're lucky, you get the Type C. Right?
Yes.
Of course, the other controllers are great as well. So yes, good luck. We're going to choose 4. 2 are going to be for the participants in the BRC today, and we're going to choose 2 from streaming. So there is a chance for you to get selected. So just show us some good chats, and we'll choose 2 people. Yep.
And not just that, also social media participating is available. So go ahead and do that. You just have to go in a couple of social media that you have, like for example, Instagram. And you just take a photo of yourself watching the stream, and then just hashtag. It's all up there on the website. I forget exactly what the hashtags were, but there are a lot. There are a lot of hashtags.
Yep.
Yeah. Those are the events that's going on right now and into the future. And before we go into the overview, we have we have prizes. And let's see what we get from first place. It's going to be 50,000 pearl.
50,000 pearls.
Yeah.
That is a lot. Just mentioning it again, I'd be happy sitting at my game accounts with 50,000 white pearls. Whew, that would be so nice.
Yeah, I'll just sit down and feel it, first of all. It's like, I have this much currency.
I know.
What do I do with this? Just think about it later. At first place, that's a double from what you get from the second place. 25,000, still a lot of pearls.
Still a lot of pearls.
Okay, and then of course, Ramoness finalist title, silver crown. The crowns, I'm pretty sure they shine a lot.
They shine a lot.
People are going to notice.
Yes, they are going to notice. And especially with that title, they are going to flex it, saying, do you have this? Nope, I have it, and it's a golden crown. And it makes a big difference.
Anything with limited edition.
Yes, special editions.
It's always good. And third, fourth, of course, slightly less, but of course, still a lot of pearl. Plus, until fourth, everyone gets the puppy. So it's all good. And every region will have a single solo person MVP. And from all 3 regions, we'll have a single person getting that Dominator Award for 2,000 pearl.
Yep, 2,000 pearls. Yep, so it's going to be definitely a challenge. And the rewards are always nice. Definitely.
It is certainly nice. A lot of prizes to go to, not just the players and teams, also events. So participate in all the things that you can. Right now, if you have some spare time, as well as watching the stream at the same time. These are the 2 maps. You guys know it. Temple Radars, Keeper of the Relics. Okay, Radars. There are some obstacles that you have to go through, but you can just
Definitely.
break it, and towards the end, it's basically like Keeper of the Relics.
Definitely.
In a rectangular shape.
We both favored Keeper of the Relics map more because it's much more like big in ways that there's so many ways to like move around and do a lot of interesting stuff. Temple Raiders is more like you can't hide, you just gotta fight. And I mean, both maps are fun, but we both like the dynamics that the opportunity that you can have more points from the relics because of the ballista points.
Yeah, because of the ballista points, it's just a lot more points. It's a lot more exciting. It always comes towards the end.
Yeah.
So it creates a very exciting ending.
Exactly.
So I think that's also a reason why. And talking maps, of course, rules. Best of 5 until the grand final. So the semifinal 2 matches, and the third, fourth placement match will be best of 5 format. We go from Temple Radars to Keeper of the Relics, back to Temple Radars. So back and forth between the 2 maps, and the last map will be random if we go to that game 5. And of course, you see that timeout. Each team is allowed 1 timeout within that best of 5.
Yep. Same goes for best of 7. It's just gonna be that 1 timeout allowed, and it's a very important timeout because we noticed that a lot of our eventers from Asia region, for example, they did a lot of class changes to interesting classes, like going from Raven to Invoker suddenly, or Reaper to a Raven, and especially that Shy change move was very
Shy
noticeable.
change was incredible.
Yes.
And also brought a win with that, and also some Grandmaster into Berserker. I think that was a really, of course, a meta
move.
following the meta move.
Yep.
And here's the matchup for the Europe region. Falcons versus I Don't Care. The Coven versus Infamous Reunited. So some big names that we have up here. As also called the favorite of Asia. It's time for Europe. Putting you on the spot. Who do you think is gonna take?
I'm definitely speaking of who's gonna take it. I have high hopes for Smithy. Smithy's a big contributor to Black Desert Mobile.
Of course.
He has a amazing amount of knowledge for the game itself. So I can see Smithy as his role chasing people. He is gonna be a big key player in attaining victory for the whole series.
Yeah, talking Smithy Falcons. That team is going to be wild, totally meta composition that we see on the right.
Yep.
Tasma, Double Berserker, Phobio, Smithy, MLBB. So these guys are going to be chasing down the opponent.
Exactly.
But not exactly the same for Team I Don't Care.
Yep.
So they are representing Europe, and they wrote NA.
Yep. So they don't have any role positions, but it's more about like a Phantasma, Hashashin, and the Berserker composition. They have a very unique composition way, and I think like Hashashin has been an underdog for a while. A lot of people have been mentioning that Hashashin's damage ratio is not good compared to the Berserker or the Phantasma. So we'll have to see how they play out this Hashashin by Silver. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I love their team names. They're just casual. They're like, what is your team name? Not sure, but we don't care. So I guess that's why the reason they chose to decide their team name as I Don't Care.
This is all part of a secret tactic.
It is. It is.
It's pretending like they don't care, and they don't want to give out any information to your opponent.
That could be a secret project.
That is it. Not available. They have it available, but they just don't want to say it. I think that's exactly what it is. So it's going to be the match between the 2 teams, and Falcons, notice 100% all over.
Yep, that's
throughout
just throughout all the rounds of 32, 16, 8, they just had a 100% win rate for everything. So they smacked down each team in their previous rounds. And again, I just wanted to mention that Smithy pointed out that Phobio is their key player for their team. So I'm very excited to see how they'll perform. And same thing with I Don't Care team. They have a good win rate. I mean, Temple Raiders is 100%, which means they're good on fight to fights. Keeper of the Relics is more about like the mobility and a lot of strategics. They still have a high 75% win rate, and I think overall it's going to be a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be wild, and lots of see, uh, lots of chat and fans actually rooting for Falcons this time. Of course, it is not impossible that I don't care. I think they can also upset us with maybe some different comp, unique comp they can bring at the time of game 1, game 2, and then they can have a timeout and going back to the usual meta pick if it doesn't work. So I think they have a lot in store actually.
Definitely. I'm also rooting for Lucia. Lucia is one of the team members for I Don't Care. She also has a lot of knowledge for the game,
Lucia.
and her game experience to this tournament is going to make a difference. I think she's going to be the shot caller in the main order for their team as well. So good luck on that, and I'm definitely very hyped for this matchup.
Yeah, so it's going to be really as soon as our first game is ready between the two teams, we will get on going. But this is very exciting because we have some big names starting from the first match. Of course, this is best of 5, just like what we had before. And I hear the call. The game 1 is ready. Let's get into the Ramoness. Here we go. Game 1. Temple Radars between Falcons and I Don't Care.
Yeah, and Team Falcons just on the move right away after the game start. They're just topping, and yep, of course, they got the Monument Battle. As soon as they started the game, they just rushed to the Monument Battle, and we're just on it. They are intense, and look at Smithy. He is just moving around, and I'm not supposed to get so hyped from the beginning, but oh, is Smithy gonna survive?
Already
yes,
so
just look at his cool
quickly.
skills. He is just surviving. But Surgeons is like, no, sir, you will not pass. And he does get it. Will he get it? Yes, Surgeons got it. Surgeons, surprisingly, is very good. And so excited so far.
Oh yes, Berserker chasing Berserker all the way from the other side of the map into the another side. And within that time, the Phobia and the MLBB actually did a whole lot. They stole a big chunk amount of points from the opponent.
I know. I just see this very interesting. And MLBB with the high points, he needs to find some sustained energy or healing factors to actually come back to the battle.
Going for the Monument again, Falcons. They are putting some damage, and they have somewhat control from the back.
And Lucia very tactfully using those range skills like in walls. But Lucia gets down by... Whew. Wow, Falcons is just out there.
Yeah, Falcons, they were just basically hiding in the bush right there,
and
waiting for the perfect timing.
Exactly. They were just kind of waiting for it to happen and then just steal their points. Wow, Smithy is just flying.
Yeah, I can tell that in terms of tactics, Falcons, they wanted to make a big impression in the first game.
Exactly.
As the point gap is even getting bigger every single time we see MLBB holding near 50.
Yep. MLBB is just holding the points, making sure he gets all the orbs and surviving. Smithy is not the main thing, but Zurgis shows that he can beat the team. He definitely has the skills to do that.
And we're getting near towards 100.
And MLBB is gonna go down. Will he go down? No, wow, that's that survivability. He is just moving around. But Zurgis
on the chase and actually gets the kill at the final moment. And that's not all. Yeah, but Smithy goes back and steals that point back.
I know, it is such back-to-back game.
And right after the kill, they're going for the Lagos. I think very likely they will continue to get the points.
Yes, with that Phantasma. Make sure that the ranged mass damages go into the Lagos right away, and good concentration from the team.
And I don't care, the entire team was on the chase, but they're spending a lot of time going for the chase. I think they're losing a lot of orbs.
Yep, and Phobio just constantly making sure his team is okay and putting all that range damage to them. Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, yeah, Falcons is just doing really amazing. Yeah, as expected, but just much more better than I expected. Yeah.
And Phobio's using the brush to actually hide himself so well. To keep that 100 points alive, only 22 seconds left on the clock. It is not impossible, but I don't care. It needs to make a move right now to steal 100 points.
Oh, and Smithy is down.
Yeah, those get a kill onto Smithy, but the big points are onto Phobio.
Yep, Phobio has to survive. If he dies, there could be a last minute.
Oh, it's coming!
Oh, it's coming. 3 seconds.
3 seconds. One more kill.
One more
onto
kill.
Phobio or MLBB. MLBB onto chase, but the time.
Yep.
Is not enough for them to come back. The chase was totally on, and we almost had a near score of near 100 to 100, but just needed a couple more seconds.
And as Smithy expected, Phobio did stand up on the last clutch moments, and did he survive? and they were just it was just a great match overall. Yeah,
Yeah, it
I'm
was
just
a
very surprised.
Great starting match, and I think Falcons, yeah, could have been actually surprised towards the end of the game because at the beginning they had their tactic immediately just jumping onto the monument, take that big buff to start off, and then they were in total control for the first minute-ish.
And with this whole brawl like battle, I could notice that Zurgence was like stepping a big foot and saying, "I can fight against all of you." I just noticed that he was very active in the front line while Lucia and Silver were in the background supporting Zurgence. And I just wonder how this meta is going to go against the Falcons. The Falcons overall was very active. They were extremely fast. They knew which objects to go. And I was just saying, overall, they did an acing performance.
In terms of strategy, I think that was a big win to begin with from Falcons. But I don't care. They had a really nice chase.
Yes.
Sometimes when there's a berserker, sometimes it ends up being a chase that never ends. But I don't care. I actually got those points back, coming close towards the end. And I hear that game 2 is actually ready already. So let's go into a different map now. Keeper of the Relics.
Oh, and we are actually on the ballista shipping part already.
And not just Ballista, we see a few kills.
Oh, wow. Yep, it's a bloodbath starting from the beginning.
So both teams going aggressive to begin with. The Monument.
Oh, and Phobio has it again. I'm just surprised with how Phobio is so focused on getting that lasted. It's like getting that lasted is not so easy. And Team Smithy is, I mean, not Team Smithy, I'm sorry. Falcons is just like dominating the Ballista map currently.
Yeah, and Phobio is always providing damage from range. Takes down Lucia, takes a big chunk of point away. Smithy goes down on the other side, but
Well,
in terms of points traded, Falcons win.
Let's see how Zurgence is gonna take it over. Let's see. He's trying to work on Phobio.
Oh, these teams are going wild. Usually
are
after the
wild.
first couple of 15 seconds, we have somewhat of a Peace Corps.
But here, it's more about like, no, we're just gonna fight right in, make sure we're fighting in front of the object, and we're going to have it.
And so far, in terms of the actual PvP, just straight on fighting 3v3, yeah, Falcons are certainly having their numbers.
Phobio's down. Will he survive? No, he didn't. He's still surviving.
Yeah, holding the most amount of points again. This isn't the worst time to actually go down, right before the Lagos spawn, just to refill your HP in that way.
Yep,
but
definitely.
if you can keep yourself alive for the longest time being, then you don't even have to die.
Yep, the point gap is definitely big right now. We'll have to see what I Don't Care team has in mind.
Yeah,
for that
Falcons
tournament.
actually rotating so well towards the spawning orbs immediately as they do. That's exactly how you have one eyeball.
And did
in
you
the
just see
minimap.
that? Smithy was just casually avoiding the skill, just like walking through it. That was very nice for sure.
Silver with sliver of health, keeping himself alive.
Smithy's down. Silver is still, with low HP, he's still surviving.
Yeah, Phobia also went down. So
Oh.
I Don't Care, stealing a lot of points away from Falcons at the moment.
Yes, that Lagos kill was very important for them. Lucia has the points. We'll see if she can survive the rest of the battle.
And continuing with the Falcons, they're losing a lot because of the Lago power.
I Don't
Lagos
Care
power.
team is showing up. They are working it down. I did not expect them to go this well, but no. They actually took the Lagos and then they started stacking up their points, and they have a very high chance to win this game.
Still 43 seconds left, and when we get into the Ballista, that's where everything matters so much. So Falcons go ahead and takes down Ballista first.
That's a good strategy. Yep, just trying to give them some pressure. And they have to make sure they get Lucia to actually turn this game over. And Lucia is down! Lucia is down, and Falcons is back up again.
Which is down, but of course MLB. BB also lost some points. I Don't Care. They're trying to go for the chase.
And Smithy making sure that they secure the win. This is going to be a very...
Yeah, they do get the Ballista, and with 5 seconds, Falcons, they need to get a few more kills. They need to get Zurgence for sure, and he's on the run, cannot be chased down.
Oh,
And here
wow.
we go. I Don't Care. Takes game number 2.
I did not expect I Don't Care team to win this second match, but no, they actually got the Lagos. I thought they were losing, but then the points, no. I think it was Zergens, right? Zergens
Yeah,
was
Zergens.
saving up the points, and he showed them that I will win this game.
Yeah, they also waited until the last 3-4 seconds left on the clock and went for the ballista towards the late game because they were also sort of afraid that they would lose a lot more points if they go ahead. And it was also, yeah, Lagos certainly did a lot of work when they got the Lagos. That was basically it. Okay, this is the time for us to push. We can't just be retreating all the time like that.
Exactly, exactly.
That was basically a steal. We saw a lot more damage going in from Falcons into Lagos.
Definitely. And I give kudos to Lucia again. Lucia was that shot caller. She stole the Lagos. And once they stole it, as you mentioned, they just rushed in, made sure that all the objectives are in their favor. And that's when the second match was like on their side.
Yeah, this is getting exciting. 1-1 tie so far. As yeah, those Lagos steals are certainly the key point of the game, but it is not impossible to come back, and it's always about the ballista timing. If you try to come back, it seems like you have less points, so you don't really have so much time, and it builds on the pressure. But it is tied 1-1 right now, and we go back to our first map. Game 3 is indeed ready. Let's get into it right away. Oh yes, no time to wait.
Yep, Smithy just running out to the Monument Battle saying, we will get this Monument Battle no matter what. And Zergens, again, looking at his map position, he's always saying, no, we will take it.
Yeah, this time I don't care. After feeling the very first game, they know what's up, so they're not going to let that Monument go that easily.
And just to point this out again, Phobio, like the real MVP here, she's always taking out those main objectives as first priority. So yes, and Team 8 is dominating again with Phobio and Smithy on the lead.
Oh man, Falcons, they are rushing in hot right after taking Zergens down. They took the Monument and both of the kills immediately. So, again, early game, going towards Falcons. I don't care, looking to come back.
It also seems that Falcons has the upper advantage in the Temple Raiders map. They're just doing amazingly well here.
In terms of the orb control, and not just the Monument, I think they're using the timing really well to move out throughout the map.
Ooh, and LMLB with those Berserker dance skills, it's just amazing. Yeah.
Again, second Monument here, as Smithy is just trying to buy some time.
Yep, Zergens and Silver on the front with Lucia on the back for support. We'll see. Oh, and MLBB has a statue. That's going to be a big change because the additional CP gains they get from the Monument kill.
And with that, also getting some heal backed up to Smithy, who was actually on the run on the other side of the map here. I don't care. They're trying to chase down the opponents, but their HP is actually going lower than the opponents.
And their points are just insanely high right now. MLB holding most of the points, just going safely around, getting some Lagos damage as well as the orb kills.
Sure can do a whole lot, and when they have a CP, it's time to go for the Lagos, bursting down to 13 bars.
Even if I don't care gains a Lagos kill, they still have a tough time winning this third match here.
Oh, can they go for the steal? Let's see.
They have to steal it, and yes, they did steal it. Now they just have to make sure they killed Phobio, they killed Smithy. Now they just need to make sure they kill MLBB.
MLBB on the run, but HP is going down, and he goes down, and I don't care is in the lead all of a sudden after Lagos. Time to focus for I don't care. Lucia holding so much. Zergens also has been the key player for the team so far.
Oh, and Lucia is going to go down. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, so Falcons is on the lead again. Yep, they were chasing Lucia really nice.
So immediately after going down, they went for the chase, which took some time, but I don't care.
Yep.
They were not really into the perfect position as both of the members went down.
Yep, the two Berserkers definitely made sure to track down the highest point holder for I don't care. And we have 28 seconds left. It seems like Falcons is going to win it again. We'll see how it goes. Smithy's going to go down. Is he going to go down?
Yeah, 20 seconds. Phobia holding a lot and also keeping the orb safely for the team, making sure they are backed up, healed up.
10 seconds. They gotta either kill MLBB
oh, it is
or
close.
Phobio.
Only 18 points away. I don't care. It is possible.
They gotta kill Phobio.
But Zergens is so
Team
low.
B has to kill Phobio.
And Zergens
They have to kill him. No, he survives.
And again, Zergens was holding a lot of points, so he couldn't really come in to grab the kill. It was very risky, and knowing that, I think Falcons ran away not too far and actually went for the kill instead for more points.
That was an insanely close match. I can notice that I Don't Care team is focusing on the main objective, Lagos. They want to make sure they get that last hit, and then they did rush it. But after they rushed and got those objectives, Smithy and MLBB said, no, we will go ahead and steal your point holders too. And that's when they rushed Lucia to her destruction in that third match there.
Yeah, Team I Don't Care is letting go a lot of those orbs and trying to look for those big objective steals, especially Lagos and the Monument, which is actually happening. So that's their strategy that's actually working from their own range. But most of the times it has been Falcons just mainly controlling those orbs, healing, staying backed up with the heals. And certainly right now, Falcons leading the match with 2-1. But we're not waiting any time, man. Game number 4 is actually loaded up and ready to go. And back into Keeper of the Relics.
And as you can see here, they're chipping out each ballista's HP to save it for the last second. And yes, it's a clean slate.
Yeah, Phobia was actually hiding in the brush all the way back.
Yep.
Didn't really do too much.
Yep, they're taking the Monument Battle a little slow right now. And I Don't Care team is on a Monument Battle. Let's see who gets the last hit for the Monument Battle. Ooh. And yes, Lucia.
Lucia has been stealing so much.
Well. Yep, she's just showing that this Phantasma is very good in this current meta with those long-range attack skills.
And also the Phantasma is pretty stealthy all the time.
Yep, the score is very, very tight-knit right now. I have no clue who's going to win, but oh, no. They're both down. Lucia's down. Zergens is down. And Phobio is carrying the game.
Doing so much for the team as well as Smithy and MLBB. Yeah, I Don't Care. They held the points with the lead, but taking that all back to Falcons must not be a good feeling. When it's only a minute into game.
I can notice that because it's the game point for both teams. Like Falcons can win it. I Don't Care. They still have a chance to come back. They're more cautious than the previous games.
Phobia again. Not really taking too much damage, but making sure they have some distance available for them to actually take some more orbs on their side.
I can definitely see Phobio supporting her teammates in a safe position as well.
Yep, minute 50 left. Comes to Lagos, but they are still having the skirmish on the side.
Lucia and Silver are low on HP. We'll see how they can survive them. Smithy is trying to attack it, but Smithy goes down.
Yeah, I Don't Care. Focusing on the Smithy first, and then... But meanwhile, Falcons, the other two members were actually doing the damage into Lagos.
They
so
are frozen, and let's
bars.
see Phobio. Phobio kills them down. Phobio got Silver down.
That's really well sniped right there with the freeze.
Yes, exactly. That was just amazing. Good move, smart moving.
Lagos, only 6 bars. It could be chopped down in seconds.
Let's see who gets the kill. Oh, and Zergens has a Lagos again with that turnover.
But the points actually doesn't give too much to I Don't Care because Lucia went down right at the same time.
Got it. Well, we'll see how Zergens is going to hold the points. They still have that CP buff from killing the Lagos, so they have to make it work. Ooh.
And I Don't Care after that, Lagos, they're not actively really going for the fight after losing Lucia, also lose Silver. So many points actually stolen away by Falcons, even though they lost Lagos.
Let's see how they do. Zergens is down. Zergens is down. And it seems that Falcons has the lead again. That's like a big 70-point lead.
Yeah, Phobia right now in total control. It's working so well with the orb. As you can see, Falcons, they're running away, but staying together in a way. Smithy trying to hope from get another kill onto Silver.
Lucia and Silver are very close to getting down. Zergens is going down. Yes, the whole team is down. And I think that Falcons has the win condition. 481 points.
5 seconds. Can they at least get the ballista?
They need to at least get the ballista.
2
seconds left. 2 seconds left.
Oh no! Could not even bring down the ballista in time because all of them were actually down. When we only had about 6 seconds in the timer. Even with ballista, I don't think that was going to be enough. It just shows how much in control Falcon was dominant in that game.
Team Falcon like made sure that they could not get the ballista points by chopping off their HP continuously with that continuous harass, very well seamed game. And I'm just very impressed how Team Falcon did. Team B did show some good signs, like they were good at the Lago steals and objective steals. Zergens, Lucia, they really showed up in their game performance, and good job to them. But yes, Falcons was overall just the better team.
Yeah, Falcons really strong. They showed their strategy and also the power throughout both maps. And I don't care if they took one map off of them, but still, I think by game 4, Team I Don't Care, they really felt, okay, these guys are actually really strong. So I could see them backing up a lot more in game 3 and 4.
Yep, exactly. I just don't know how, but every time I see the health points for I Don't Care, they're always on the low gauge. And you know who caused that damage? It's Phobio. Phobio was
so
like sniping everybody. I was like, what? Like, Phobio, how can you even do that? He's like getting the orbs, he's sniping people, he's getting that extra damage, he's trying to get those last hits. So yes, he definitely carried a lot of that. And of course, Smithy and MLBB were obviously amazing as well with their Berserker moves.
Yeah, I would also say first 2 games, my eyes were on Smithy and MLBB.
Yep.
But coming into game 3 and 4, Phobia just running down the place, just sniping on, assassinating the target. That was incredible.
Indeed.
We have the results. We have all the scores from our first match. Let's take a look. And rank 1, of course. Ooh, MLBB holding the most amount of score.
Good job, MLBB.
And Phobio, yeah, taking 450 there, and rank 3. As Zergens, we saw a lot of highlight moments.
Yes, Zergens did amazingly well. My kudos go to him.
And Lucia had a lot of those great Lago Steel, taking the Monument.
Lucia did very well too with the steals. Overall, yeah, I really look forward to Zergens' play, because he really stepped up his Berserker game against Smithy and MLBB, because he wanted to make sure that whenever his allies get killed, he wanted to make sure to step up and say, hey, I'm gonna put this in your eye, and he just throws that sword. And it was just really
yeah,
nice.
that match actually went super quickly, because we knew that Falcons was going to be the favorites, but they still did drop a game. But they're moving up to the finals, and it is also not over for I Don't Care. They will still go into that 3rd place, 4th place match after our second match of the second semifinal match today.
Okay.
Any last words before we go into break?
Just again, the Team Falcons showed very solid performance and very promising performance. I'm very excited for their finals that will come up soon, not just immediately, but yes, hang in there.
Yeah, hang in there, because we will take a 15-minute break, and when we come back, we will have our second semifinal of Europe. It's going to come back very soon, so stay tight, don't go anywhere, and we will be back after a 15-minute break.
Hello guys, welcome back to Ramoness Championship Season 2. This is Europe, and we will be continuing with the semifinals match number 2 this time. We have different players waiting, and really excited to see what the new teams are going to have, especially the team comp, which has been basically not exactly the key to the winning, but we saw a lot of different strategy, and the style of Europe is on fire right now because they're not stopping. They're fighting all over the place.
That was just semifinals, and I was hyped up because it was just intense, 24/7 fighting, making sure their teammates are protected. It was just fun, absolute fun.
Yeah, I think that's going to continue with the two teams that we have in our second match. Let's take a look at the matchup again and let you guys know what just happened. In our first match, Falcons did beat Team I Don't Care with a 3-1 victory, and they moved up to the finals, grand finals already. Now we're talking about the bottom left, the Coven versus Infamous Reunited.
Definitely. This is going to be a big matchup as well. I'm definitely excited for the Coven team as well, with player 1 being the brawler, distracting orbing. Nemelo Soul, we'll just call him
Nemelo?
Nemelo? Yep, Nemelo Soul.
Yep.
And then Port Wave. Port Wave is the key player that a lot of
Oh yes.
a lot of players have been mentioning. So I'm very excited for Port Wave showing up on her Void Knight.
Void Knight,
And-
which is not the most common.
Yep, not common in this meta, but we did have a lot of Void Knights from Season 1. And I'm also excited for the Grandmaster. Whenever I have a Grandmaster, I'm happy. So
You
yeah.
Grandmaster guy. You're just happy that you see Grandmaster.
And I just love their oath. We took an oath, and by it we stand. Always protect.
This is the profile, so we might see a different comp in actual game. But talking about Void Knight, see another Void Knight here from Infamous. Infamous, very well known within the mobile community too.
Yep,
Infamous
Infamous
Reunited. We have Pro, Dionys,
Dionys.
and also
And
The
Testarossa
final.
T.
Testarossa T will be 1575. You guys will get to know at least this time. We'll only have one temp,
Yeah.
so that will be Testarossa.
Definitely, and I'm very excited for this combination as well. Void Knight, Phantasma, and Berserker. So Berserker and Phantasma have been the main meta for Black Desert Mobile currently, and with that extra bonus, Void Knight. We'll see how Void Knight is gonna play in this. Void Knight's also very infamous for her crazy mobile skills in the game. She's very fast. She has a lot of range damage, and she also has good melee damage as well. So she's an overall steady pick as well in the Ramoness. So let's see how she'll do.
Yeah, certainly Europe picking some more Void Knight, as we've seen the pair along with the Berserker in the preliminaries. We saw a lot of other teams actually using that comp. Yeah, compared to the other teams with double Berserker, overall stats I think was slightly lower compared to double Berserkers. But let's see, because both of the teams right here, the Coven and also Infamous, it seems like they both want to use that Void Knight.
And exactly. Talking about like off meta, Coven without a Berserker have an overall odds of 100% in Temple
Which
Raiders
is crazy
and
right
People
now.
Directs.
Which is crazy because every single team seems to be using Berserker, Phantasma. That's just all over the board, but the Coven.
But for them, it's just a Phantasma, Grandmaster, and Void Knight, and I'm very excited to see how they will
What?
play it out.
Yes. What? That's actually right. We might not see Phantasma and a Berserker from the Coven. That's true. And so far, 100%. But can they keep that up in the semifinals? That's what we want to know.
Exactly. Infamous Reunited did have a slightly lower win rate on Temple Raiders and Keeper of the Relics, but again, they're very infamous and famous in their server, so we can definitely look forward to having showing up on their skills.
Yeah, Infamous saying that even if they lose one person in the match, they are willing to go 2v3, so they are not scared. They are willing to pick on any type of fight, so they are ready to go through on this match because the Coven is certainly a strong opponent for them.
Anyways, I'm very excited for the Void Knight and the Grandmaster,
Oh,
and
yes.
we'll see how they're going to brawl in these series. I'm very excited for sure.
Are you excited for Void Knight slightly more, or is it just all about the Grandmaster still?
Well, I mean, Void Knights has been a very passive meta in Season 1 as well, so I'm very excited for that. But yes, Grandmasters are like my love in this game. And of course, in the future, I'd love to have more Titans and Destroyers.
Yeah, also we saw some Huntress from Europe last season.
Yes, Europe, the Huntress was always nice to see as well.
And I hear that game 1 is indeed ready. Temple Raiders, here we go. Game number 1 between the two teams. Here we go. Semifinals match number 2 between the Coven and Infamous Reunited.
Player 1, Dionys the Soul is going in all in by herself. Let's see how they do.
They're spread apart, having 3 different 1v1s.
I know. It's like, let's fight 1v1 to each other back to back. Oh, and did you see that Void Knight movement? She's just flying away.
Yeah, but you
And-
never have to be fair going for 1v1. You
Yeah,
can always join
exactly.
your teammate.
They are just, they're still like feeling each other out. And yes, there's massive kills for each team.
Ooh,
32-32, back-to-back scores again.
But Dionys was, was about to go down anyhow, so that's going to be the kill.
And Nemilo is on the lead for the Coven.
Yeah, but just the beginning, and just a couple of boards going back and forth.
Oh,
just
and
to,
just look at that Void Knight mobile movements. They're just so like on the map. They're just like moving around.
It's so quick, and in knowing that both of the teams can't really go for the monument immediately, even after a kill. So just waiting for the time. C2. So we're going for the center.
Yep, and Port Wave is hitting on that monument battle. I wonder who's gonna get the last hit for that.
So far, I think Infamous, they're also waiting. Not really using their skills. You don't want that to be on cooldown so far.
Let's see how they do. Monument battle, and the Coven, player 1, gets it.
And not just that, they also pick up the freeze orb. They want to continue and turn this into a couple more kills. But Infamous, they're actually backing up pretty well, not really losing too much health. As
Dionys
I
can
say
die,
that,
Yep. She didn't have a lot of HP, so yep, it's gonna be fine.
and there's another monument. It also Lagos right in the center now.
If you just notice, the Coven team as a team is just focusing on objects, and once they actually got that monument, they made sure to push their enemies down to bay. Let's see who gets the Lagos.
Infamous coming here. Can they steal it? No, they cannot.
Nemilo
The
Soul
Coven.
on the move,
The Coven
and
will-
the Orb of Lightning. Yes, with that sweet Grandmaster.
And also player 1. They're keeping everything up for the team.
They're showing a very strong demonstration of their power and why they're called the Coven.
Yeah, only 1 minute left
Oh.
on the clock now. Infamous Reunited, they were looking for the steal. They had at least 2 members around the Lagos, but
Yep.
just not at the perfect time.
Player 1's low on HP. Will player 1 go down?
Every single objective is going towards the Coven.
And the Milo is just like making sure that he gets all the objects, just kicking things around.
Okay, player 1 actually did go down, so some points going to Infamous, but Nemilo holding so much more.
Oh, is he gonna go down? Is he gonna go down? He has to survive. And yes, he's using his attack skills to move around and dodge.
And Testarossa holding some also
Oh.
went down. This is
They are showing a dominant victory.
so one-sided right now. The Coven controlling the entire game. Only has to hold for 20 seconds. And the Milo is actually pretty low in HP, but even if you fall once, I don't think it's going to be enough for Infamous to hold. Just have to run away for now.
8 seconds left to the game. Oh, is Nemilo
All
solo?
of their members are actually really low.
a lot of them are going down. Nemilo did go down. He did go down, but yeah, the points are still safe for.
Yeah, the gap was just way too big.
was
Way,
way
too
too
big. And the Coven, they basically knew with this gap we can all die, but still, yeah, remain the amount of points and still come up with a win in the first map. That was very dominant. Towards the end, Infamous Reunited, they got a few more kills, got the points stolen, was able to get some points steal.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Still not enough.
And just again, Nemilo was just holding the points pretty well. He showed that Grandmaster can be a big meta move. I mean, we didn't see a lot of like perfect berserker movies from Team Infamous as well. But yeah, Grandmaster, it kind of showed a demonstration saying Grandmaster works.
That was actually one really great game of certainly maybe like a highlight movie of Grandmaster right there.
Exactly. I
Was
just feel like
was able to tank and soak up so much damage and also stay alive.
definitely. And again, I mean, both teams have been very well known for their PvP skills in Ramoness. So I'm very excited. They might have a different strategy coming into game 2. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Especially Testarossa T. I mean, with his Berserker, he's the main meta champion in Infamous Reunited. So I hope they actually step up and show up their performance in the next game.
Yeah, we will be going into a Keeper of the Relics relatively soon. So in a different map, we might actually have Infamous Reunited just going for some different strategy. I
And-
mean, it's last season we had some, maybe a mistake, but we actually had some ballista being broken in the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy. I still
And then
remember that
and
match.
towards the end, we had like 1,000 points on each side.
I know. That was just insane. And Keeper of the Relics is always an exciting map because, you know, you never know who's going to win because of those ballista points as well as those Lagos steals. And game is just really intense.
Yep, and I hear the game number 2 is ready between the two teams. Let's go right into it. And here we go, Keeper of the Relics.
Let's see how their strategy goes. They probably are going to chip on the ballista right away. And Nemo also, yep, he's on that ballista.
Actually spending a member in defense so you can chip some of the HP.
Yep, I noticed that
uh-huh.
the Coven's ballista HP is still relatively higher. I'm not sure how they're going to decide on that, but they're slowly probing each other and actually like starting to fight to focus on their monument.
It's also because Testarosa's HP went down pretty low.
Pretty low. Yep.
Ooh, Nemilo on the side.
Nemilo's
go
gonna go down. And I think Testarossa is gonna go down as well. We'll see how she does.
Of course, joining the fight all the way on top as when Testarossa is trying to just put some damage onto
And
the monument.
Port Wave smartly evading that 2v1 damage. And Monument has been toppled by Testarossa T.
Oh, Testarossa has been hitting on that monument for the last 15
I know,
seconds.
he-
All the good work for that point.
That is good moving.
But in terms of the orb control, the Coven, they lost the monument, but still the points are about the same because all the other objective basically has been one-sided for Coven.
Definitely. And I can notice that Infamous Reunited generally have a lower HP than the Coven currently. So Coven definitely has a higher advantage. Of course, they do have a point lead. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, in terms of the map control, and there's an amp going all the way in. You want to pick on fight when you have the power.
And you can just notice Nemo is just walking around, making sure his team gets the orbs. And Lagos disappeared.
When you go all the way in, the point gap is not too big. And the Covenant, I think they're looking for a few more orbs to pick up to get the boost, get the buff, and then maybe pick on to player 1. It's actually a kill onto the other side of the map.
And Nemo also focusing on the Lagos. I think they're going to burst in the Lagos. Let's see who gets
Okay,
the last
5 bars. 4 by everyone joining in towards the center is actually Infamous getting that Lagos. Big burst of points.
hit. Dionys showing that Berserker is the meta, does the steal perfectly.
And not just that, they got a couple more kills along with that.
And
So,
yes, they just turned the game right away.
with 102, Infamous trying to take the lead, keep it. 1 minute left. Let's see how they want to pick on fight the Coven. They have some ways of coming back in the game.
Oh, and Port Wave with those accurate kills and just moving out casually.
Yeah,
that was
Crow.
really cool.
Bro, just going out with that snipe. Player 1 went down in
Yeah.
a second.
And Dionys and Crow are on low HP. And as we speak, this Dionys is down. Crow is down. And now the Coven has a point lead again
Oh
with some
my.
good HP.
Yeah, player 1 immediately coming back and helping the teammate in the middle and Portway just going left and right trying to distract, and then at the same time they focused so well.
And again, that Minlo just like dancing around with the Berserker, like saying, "You can't catch me," and just running away with those 300 points.
And 50 seconds left. They get the Ballista first. It is time for Infamous to go on the other side.
Still
It
a
is-
close match.
Still a very close match, but because of so much point on a single target,
What is happening? Infamous United is gonna win. Are they going to win?
it's going to be really tough. Testarossa has to survive, and it is going to be still holding the points until the last moment. Infamous, yeah.
That last moment, like I was thinking that the Coven would win, but no, Infamous United got the Ballista, they got an extra kill, they got some orbs, and then they turned the game over. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, I think this game was actually really not just Crow and Testarossa, but Dionys actually did so much for the
Definitely.
team in this game because the Kobe, whenever they needed to do something, move out throughout the map, Dionis was stopping a member.
Yep, Dionis showed that the Berserker is very strong in
Mhm.
this meta, of course. And when I actually mentioned Testarossa was a Berserker, but I'm sorry, Testarossa is a Phantasma. And yes, Dionis was the Berserker. But yeah, he just showed up and he showed up his performance and said, I am the meta.
Yeah,
I
what
am.
a way to come back. 1-1 tied now as we go back into Temple Radars real soon. As
Definitely.
I think the Kobe was quite surprised that actually game 2 went towards the other way.
Yeah.
Because they certainly had a good way of picking it to fight to begin with, and then all of a sudden the point just went towards the other side.
They picked the fights pretty well, but in the end, Infamous Reunited had the orbs and the points secured.
And no more talking because the game is ready. We go back into Temple Radars for game number 3. And with 1-1 tight score, here we go.
And this is gonna be like that intense brawl match. I mean, Temple Raiders, in my opinion, is all about like fighting, and you can't hide. You just need to fight.
Ooh, as Testarossa was spotted, but immediately backs off.
Yep, and Dionis is on the support, but no support for his team. Where is Dionis' team? Dionis is fighting alone, and Dionis is down right
Dionis
away.
basically went into that alone when his
I
teammate
know.
was backing up and also hitting the monument.
And Crow, with that amazing sword action, kills Nebelo right away.
And dashing through the Coven, they want to work on the monument when its bar is getting pretty low. Only 8 bars left now.
Nemelo just moving around swiftly, trying to kill Testarossa T. And Crow with low HP as well. They have to be careful. Infamous Reunited have a low chance of sustaining. And yes, Dionis is down.
But working on the monument again, and it is going to be Infamous actually getting that buff.
And Dionis stepping his foot against it and saying Berserker is strong. And he just got that steal again.
And the Koben right now was checking all sides, left, center, and right, making sure Infamous Reunited, they don't really push towards one.
Ooh,
As Crow was down, did take a lot of damage because of that.
But of course, the Void Knight has those great evading skills, so I think she survived relatively easy. We'll have to see how Nemelo is going to game up. And we can see player 1 doing relatively a lot of damage for her team.
Player 1 actually was hiding towards the side, trying to get the snipes and assassinate one of the members. But now, player 1 is the one that's on the run.
I just noticed that she does a lot of great bush plays, hiding and making that damage. And Nemelo has that statue, and it seems that Coven is having a slight advantage, but this can be anyone's game. I mean, Crow and Dionis have relatively low HP as well, so I have zero idea who has the advantage.
Yeah, Infamous caught up a lot in points, but Coven going for the Lagos because you see the HP of the opponent. Is this the right time? Can they actually pull this off?
It's gonna be a very intense match. They're still like hovering over the Lagos, but they're just working on checking each other's HP and waiting for that right time to fight the Lagos.
It's going to be about the final hit, and the Coven, they get the Lagos and immediately runs back. Infamous, they're on the run.
And Port Wave with that Void Knight is so
Wow.
accurate. She makes sure that her enemies get sniped, the objects get sniped, and Nemelo is always just running around making sure that the other team goes down. Just like that, with Crow down.
And basically all the members from Infamous Reunited right after Lagos, the entire team fell. And here we go again, a huge point lead for the Coven.
And Dionis
Oh,
is
but-
fighting in. He's like saying, I will get this game back into order. 20 seconds left. I still think they still have a chance against this.
It is still possible with a few more kills, especially on Portwave, who's holding 66 right now. Has to be on the run. Only 11 seconds left on the clock. Dionis trying to go for somewhat of damage, but Portwave just running so swiftly.
And she's like, you can't catch me. I have the points. And it seems that Coven is going to get the second win.
And the Cove and final moments, this was really held well from the side of the Coven. Like Dionis wanted to chase, but they also had the healing orb, so they got back up to full health. There was no way of chasing them down.
Port Wave was just stellar in her movement. Like whenever she got the last hits for the enemies, she sniped her enemies, and when she had the most points, she made sure she survived. She went into the enemy and said, I have the most points. Are you gonna kill me? And she's like, no, you can't kill me. And then she uses her crazy Void Knight evade, and it was just amazing.
And went all the way back into the corner. And when Portway went back into the corner, had the 2 cars right in front. Perfect strategy to keep all the maximum points for Team Coven. Wow, what a game. What a game for them. And Infamous Reunited, they did take a game off on Keeper of the Relics, and we're going back into that map. It is still possible we go into our game 5.
Yeah, that
Potentially.
Like, I can just see this game back to back, like 2v1. Currently, the score is 2v1. I can see this game coming to 2v2 anytime. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Like, I hope a lot of adventurers are happy that Grandmaster is showing his performance too. But yes, I'm just like, no, this is just too good. Too good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm also happy that Grandmaster is working really well right now, and it is game number 4. It is ready. It is also match point for the Coven. Let's see if they can actually go to the finals or we go into game number 5. It is game 4 of match number 2. Here we go, Keeper of the Relics. Again, Ballista. Oh, but Crow took a lot of damage instead. Same for Nemillo on the other side.
They're each chipping down their Ballista HP, and it seems pretty same, equal right now. But I do notice that the Coven team has a relatively low HP this time.
I think Infamous overall did some more damage. The Coven, they took more points, but in doing that, they lost a lot of those HP. So it's always, there's always potential for Infamous to come back hard. And both Ballista really low. The Monument finally going down a little. 9 bars, 6. And it's going to be about the timing. Infamous coming in at the right spot, but it's actually in the middle of taking the statue.
That's very nice.
Yeah, quickly running up.
I can just see the excitement in these players right now. They're just running around.
Yeah, Coven, they're feeling it. Okay, we have this game. We have this match in our pocket right now. About to seal it. Infamous noticed him. Yeah. Dionis on the side, but he's actually super low in HP.
And Dionis goes down. Yep, Dionis goes down. I can definitely see the Coven has a stronger like initiative, but Infamous do have that extra credit where they're ready to turn back the game.
Yeah, also the Coven, they got so many healing orbs immediately, so they were back at the full health. But what happened to Portway? Dionis. Yeah, Dionis going for that kill. Now the points are about even, only 7 apart.
Oh boy, Nemillo with those crazy moves. I always love the Grandmaster moves for sure. And Testarossa T is down.
Yeah, good wave attack there, knowing that with the CC.
Port Wave has relatively low HP. She needs to make sure that she survives and gets those orb points.
I think Infamous will decide to go for the Lagos. It is now or never.
Now or never. Moment of truth.
The time's coming soon.
They're still scheming there.
Yeah, but the Kova's not going to let that go easily. Because they're holding the lead, and you want to control the center for now. And that's exactly what Nemillo will try to do right there. But Lagos going down to the last part. And Infamous takes the Lagos.
Dionis again.
Is this the moment?
Steals the Lagos.
And they will continue with few more kills. Fourth wave. Nemillo also really low in HP. Infamous, they're just going all at it. And they got all 3 kills.
And Dionis seems to
what
be
a turn.
He got a super stun. And is Dionis going to go down? Oh, and he's down. Yes.
Still 33 seconds left on the clock.
No, Dionis is still alive. Yeah, Dionis. Oh, yeah. And player 1 makes sure to snipe him down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a very close lead. But player 1 needs to survive as well. It's a very close match.
Okay, healed back up. Healed back up. Didn't really lose too many points. Of
they
course,
gotta get the Ballista.
It's down. 15 seconds. Infamous, they're in the lead, but not for long. One single kill can turn everything around.
They have to survive. It's gonna be like a 10, 15-point lead. Nemillo's the one. Player 1 is getting him down.
Crow's down with so many points. Can he
run away? Survives it.
2
Let's see who's gonna do it.
Crow stays alive, and that is it. Wow, but still, oh wait, on the final second, so I think the orb was taken from the other side. Crow didn't die.
What happened
but
there?
They took some more points from the other side that we didn't see on camera.
I'm surprised. But yeah,
wow.
So
that's a win. The Coven wins and they go into, they took an orb on the other side.
Wow. I'm like, I thought Infamous United got the game, but yeah, Coven just turned it around with a port wave on the moves. Yeah, he's very accurate and sharp.
Yeah, that's crazy. So they forced everyone off the center of the map, and on the other side, yeah, there's an orb. So why not take it?
Yeah, and that was just a wild ride. Speaking of that, Plague Babe, that was a wild ride. You're gonna get a gamepad because we're all on a wild ride, and with that
Congrats.
gamepad, you're going to have a wilder ride.
Wilder ride with better controls, and you'll be winning all the Ramoness in your life.
Yes.
Hopefully, because this is going on right now, guys. We're
Definitely.
looking at chat, and we were just waiting for the right person, right
Yeah.
chat.
We do have an extra gamepad that we're gonna give out, as well as 2 gamepads for our participants today. So yes, please hang in there. Yeah, it was just really intense. Like
Yeah.
I think I lost my voice in the middle.
Yeah,
I was
just
like,
hang out in the chat and enjoy the show as we are doing exactly the same. And that's our second team going into the finals, the Coven. As many, I think, expected the Coven going into that grand finals.
I also want to just mention player 1, like she did the clutch play. She made sure that Infamous United would lose with that important kill in the middle.
Oh,
there.
but even from Infamous, I think Dionys wanted to. He was smelling blood. He could
I know.
sense the blood
Yeah.
and wanted to go for the kill, but
Dionys-
sometimes he didn't realize that his HP was actually quite low.
And speaking of that, like I'm just gonna choose my gamepad winner again for the
Dionys?
participants.
Already?
Dionys,
Go ahead.
congratulations! You are going to get a gamepad. Yes, he just
You had your style. I
yeah,
love that style.
he just stepped up. Like he was the person that put the foot in because he knew that the Coven was a strong team. But whatever, he just wanted to make sure that he got the steals and everything.
Yeah, we got a few pads given away, and we have the results ready, all the scores ready from the previous match. And the ranks. Ooh, guys, look at that! Void Knight number 1.
Void Knight number 1
And also number
with
3.
that score.
What do you say now? Berserker number 5. I'm not saying that, of course.
Yeah, but it seems that each team, like Void Knights, were the point holders. They knew that with those crazy mobility skills and sustain skills, they knew that Port Wave should work.
And also, that's also because they were able to keep that points for such a long time. I think that's a big takeaway.
Exactly. And I was expecting a 2v2, but no. Coven made sure to be very stable in those clutch play moments. And yes, good job. And of course, again, Infamous United, thank you for your time and your performance here.
And also, they will be playing in the 3rd, 4th placement match.
Yep. So I'll see you soon there too.
They are also going for another best of 5. So that's going to be another very exciting game because Infamous, I think they were doing so much better in Keeper of the Relics compared to the other map. For some reason, I think they are really looking for that Lagos Steel when they go into the 3rd, 4th placement match. That's going to be another exciting match.
Definitely. Thank you for both actions. I'm just happy to be able to stream this Europe.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more classes.
A lot more
Fortnite.
classes.
I'm enjoying this so much.
Yeah.
But Europe has so much packed action for us.
Yep.
And that was only match number 2, guys. We have 2 more matches. After the break, we will have our 3rd, 4th placement match. And after that, we have the grand finals best of 7. So do not go anywhere. We will take a 15-minute break. And when we come back, we will have our 3rd, 4th placement match. Welcome back to Ramoness Championship 2021 Season 2. It is Europe, and we just went through the first two semifinals. It is time for our fourth placement match. This is another exciting one because it matters a lot in terms of prize. In terms of pearl, it's double the pearl from what you get from fourth into third.
And then, of course, it's not just about the awards, it's about their reputation on hand. You know, they can still say, I got the third place, and I did not do the fourth. And of course, both teams were very good as well. So I'm very excited for this third and fourth match. I tried to save up more energy for the finals, but at the same time, I'm very excited for these matches as well, too. So.
Yeah, also from Asia, we got super excited about the third, fourth placement match also because it had such an epic ending, especially, I believe, Game 3 and 4.
Those Game 3 and 4. And of course, for I Don't Care and Infamous Reunited, because it's the third and fourth placement match, they're more relaxed about the consequences as well. So I can very excited. I have no clue what meta they're going to use, but it's Europe. So EU meta, they're going to show us something.
Yeah, EU meta, lots of fighting, lots of close action, also well spread out over the map. It's similar to Asia in that way, but Asia had a lot more close combat, like 1 into the corner and 3v3, like basically a full team fight clashing into it. But Europe, we had a lot more like 1v1, 2v2, fighting in different places. That has been the style difference, if you have to really say that, between the two. And so far, I Don't Care put up a good fight. And also Infamous Reunited, they both went down with a 1-3 score. So let's say who comes on top, because Game 1 is actually ready. Let's go right into Temple Raiders. And here we go, between third placement match between I Don't Care, Infamous Reunited.
And it's a 2v2 on the one side. Let's see how they do.
Actually gathered at the center.
Against a Monument of Battle. It's a bloodbath for sure.
Monument 3 bars. At the same time, they're going for that fight. Lucia again taking the objective.
And if you notice, they have changed their composition. Lucia is Phantasma Insurgents, and Silver are both Berserkers.
Yeah, going for that meta comp right there. Yeah, but still in terms of the fight, Infamous taking a few kills.
Yep, they're making sure that they're fighting back to back and just getting those points. This is like no man's game currently. We'll just see how they do.
Testarossa also went down from Infamous Reunited side. So Dionys again, keeping the points up to himself. He knows that he has to be the one in charging the damage.
Surgeons is cornered, but and he's down. Yep. And Dionys is down too. I think Lucia helped out with the assist, making sure Dionys is down.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty big trade between the two.
Great move by Lucia. Good job.
Yeah, because they had a couple of more orbs to be saved up all the way back onto near their base.
Silver's down again. I just want to tell this to Silver too. He needs to step up his game for his teammates. Lucia and Zergents are really doing well. And Silver's kind of like passively falling down. And speaking of that, they do get the kills against Crow and Testarossa T.
All the way back. Zergents and Lucia, they're keeping the game up for I Don't Care. It's just an entire team wipe for Infamous Reunited. But they didn't really have that much time to actually go for the Lagos. Instead, they're going for the Monument from the side.
Yes, each Monument definitely matters for those point buffs. And yes, Zergents has a statue. And relatively, their HP didn't go down too much. So I think they have a good chance of winning against Infamous Reunited.
Yeah, they have a really good comp. The silver is super low, but it's not really holding too much points, so I don't think that matters as much. Hitting that 100, that's a big number to hit for Team I Don't Care. They also had the Monument buff for that time being.
And Zergents and Lucia leading the game. They're just like passively going through all the orbs and getting all the objectives and getting some extra kills without losing a lot of HP.
So I think Infamous Reunited, they feel it is Lagos time, or this has to be it. If they lose the Lagos, I don't think it's going to happen for this game.
Yeah,
so chucking down to bar 6-4. And let's see which team, again, I Don't Care, takes everything.
And Zergents with the dominant steal, he has to survive with Lucia. Let's see how they do.
Still Berserkers, so I imagine you can still run away.
Dionys is down, Testarossa is down, and Zergents and Lucia still with the high points. They could die. 20
Yep.
seconds.
So they're just running around the place, trying to keep himself in the bush, making sure that Dionis smells it, but doesn't know 100%. That 107 point is right there.
I know. And I just noticed that Silver is gaming up indeed. He's trying to defend his teammates and make sure that a girl is pointing to him.
Yeah,
so
so this
big
was
kudos for
found,
that.
but only a couple of seconds left. The first game is going to go towards I don't care.
Yep. They did really good. Stellar performance by Lucia and Zergens. And Silver was backing up his teammates, supporting them, taking the grow and the damage, moving around saying, hey, I'm here. You should kill me first and leave my teammates alone. And I think successfully, they did that successfully.
It just complete control of that game came through I don't care. Infamous, they tried to steal a few of those objectives, but never really came through. No Monument, no Lagos, not even too much kills because, of course, they were just hiding in the brush. The other two members kept them busy making sure they can't really go all the way into their side and look for their teammate.
Exactly.
Well done.
It was just a very clean game. And I can see that Infamous United kind of like was shuffled from this match, but I definitely look forward to their Keeper of the Relics. Again, Dionis again was a very notable berserker that we presented a gamepad as before.
You just have to go in. I think that's the key. That's really the key for Dionis because you're going for the points. You have the points. It doesn't matter. Either you lose or win. That's what it comes down to. So game 2 is ready. Keeper of the Relics. Let's see which team takes the second map. I don't care. In the lead with a 1-0 score, but it is Keeper of the Relics this time. Both teams just going for the Ballista.
And Lucia defending the Ballista and attacking.
Dionis went down in the process.
Yep. And
he's not all. Crow also losing points.
I love the start of this game. Everybody's like back to back on fighting each other, just getting short. Let's see who gets a monument. And Surgeons has no statue.
Silver does go down, but still they were able to pick up the monument in process. So that's a great start for I don't care.
Lucia low on HP. Let's see how. No, Lucia's down by Dionis.
Yeah, Infamous, because they knew that Zergens was all the way on top. The other two members really focused down on Lucia. And Zergens also falls, so a big chunk of point going towards Infamous Reunited. Yeah, in terms of focusing for this game, Infamous is playing like they're a different team now.
Definitely. I can see the excitement between these two teams here. Dionis is low on HP, and he's going down by Zergens. And Testarossa T on the support.
Yeah, right now the contest is pretty close. Only a couple of points away, a single point away with that kill traded with Crow.
Lucia on low HP. She needs to make sure she survives.
And making sure they join their teammate. 2 minutes left on the clock.
It's definitely a close match. We'll see how things go.
Now Lucia trying to support their teammates.
Focus on Dionis while Crow is trying to support Dionis, and Dionis is down.
Yeah, losing Silver in the back, which is going to be a hassle, but still, in terms of points, I don't care, is leading.
Zergens and Lucia are on leading, but their HP is relatively smaller, so they have a disadvantage facing the Lagos.
Yeah, this game is super close. It's going to be about the Lagos right here, but before hitting on to Lagos, they want to get some type of advantage. Dropping Zergens will be huge.
This is huge. Yep, Zergens is down, and again, Infamous United is taking the advantage with Testarossa and Dionis with the point leads.
Well, let's see, Infamous, they have the lead now, so I don't think they want to start Lagos. I don't care should be thinking about hitting onto the Lagos, trying to turn everything around.
We still got like a good minute, so this could be anybody's game. They gotta make sure to be calm and make sure they get those clutch plays done. Yeah, Dionis is low on HP and he's down.
With Orb on the side, they got a few more kills. I don't care. They're taking a lot of Orb. There's the Amp net right now with that extra damage. They want to go for the Lagos.
Zergens is down.
Oh, Infamous. They're also targeting everything that they see. Lagos, the members of I don't care. They're taking all the points and the Lagos potentially.
30 seconds, and I think they're going to focus on the Lagos on 30 seconds. Yes, they're starting it. They're starting it.
And the damage can... I don't care. Steal away. It is a steal away from I don't care. And
Surges with the clutch play. I'm just just steals it right away. Again, like Surgeons just does it again and again.
Again and again with the help of Lucia and also Server on the back. Now both teams do have Ballista.
Yep, they gotta get those ballista points and then try to make sure they kill Lucia.
But
or
only
at least
5 points.
Silver.
Even more points going to
Oh,
I Don't
no.
Care with that kill at the end. I Don't Care, just grabbing all they want.
Again, like Lucia and Surgeons answered to our our request. They just clutch played. They made sure the objectives are stolen, and they just made sure that they survived. And that was the most important part of the game.
I see a lot of changes from Server, as you mentioned in the beginning of game number 1. As you mentioned, that he needs to be a lot more active, throughout the map. And ever since that started, I Don't Care, as a team, they were grabbing a lot more objectives, not really losing the big objective to the opponent. That actually started with Server moving with the team.
Exactly, and they just did an overall good job. Of course, at first it was a team brawl, but then as soon as that Lagos appeared, the meta was very interesting. Nobody did focus on the Lagos. They made sure that they had the advantage before starting the Lagos, and I really that was very interesting to see.
And of course, with that 2-0 score, it is a good time to call for a timeout. Actually,
Yes.
Is this our first timeout?
I think it's our first time.
I
out.
think
Like,
so.
Our
Yes.
EU
I was
teams were
wondering
all
why
in.
is the game going so fast? It was because we had never had a timeout so far. Finally, we have the timeout from Infamous, down 0-2.
Yep, down
It's about
0-2.
time.
I'm wondering what type of team composition they're going to change to, right? They had the Phantasma, they had the Berserker, and what was the other one? I can't remember correctly. But yes, they were definitely in lack of points, or like they had to do something to come back to this game. So I think they're definitely calling this time out, and hopefully they'll show up and say we're actually going to win the next game.
Yep, and Infamous Reunited, they had some chances. They had the moments where they were neck and neck, but they couldn't really hold those points. Immediately after, I Don't Care just went in, says, okay, you're not keeping those points away from us. And that's, I think, what Infamous Reunited really thought of. And the timeout actually ended really quickly.
That was fast.
That was fast, and Game 3 is actually ready. I just got the sign that we are ready to go back into the Temple Raiders. Let's get in right away. Match point for I Don't Care, up 2-0. But Infamous Reunited, they had their timeout, and will this be the moment where they make a crazy comeback?
Oh, and it's just a fierce 3v3 battle between each other. Lucia and Crow at each other. Who's gonna get the kill? Oh yes, and Crow got the kill. And I just noticed Crow's changed to a Raven. Crow with a Raven.
Yeah, Raven, Phantasma, Berserker there.
That's a good composition for sure. We'll have to see how Ramoness does with the Berserker.
Yeah, we saw some crazy Raven damage, even some objective steal with Raven
Exactly.
from Asia, not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far just contesting right in the middle.
And Zergens just flexing his power and dominance as a Berserker. And now Silver and Zergens are on him. Yeah, that was very good. Zergens moving.
Yeah, Crow does go down. Couldn't really... Has to use a lot during the cast time.
Lucia with relatively low HP. I think they're going to try to find Lucia. And Lucia goes down. Yeah, Lucia is down right away.
Yeah, couldn't run away all the way in the back.
Yeah, it was a very tough one with low HP for sure. Testarossa T is relatively low HP as well. On the back, trying to get those additional orbs.
Yeah, even with the Monument, I Don't Care. They're falling behind because Infamous, they're chasing with a 3-man.
And
Jonas in the front line.
In the front line, and he's down. Yep, Zergens got him down.
Yeah, Crow had to think about the orb all the way in the back, so couldn't really support Dionys with full attack.
And again, just surprised with I Don't Care. Their team composition, they make sure that they gain the objectives together as a team. That was very good to see as well.
Lagos to spawn at the center of the map, and I Don't Care. They're still holding a pretty big lead. Now, Infamous, can they find Jurgens this time?
Yep. It's going to be Dionys and Testarossa. They need to actually find the enemy team and make sure their HP is low. Like, Zergens and Silver are just way up there right now.
Yeah, they're just going back and forth, maybe also looking for potential kill.
Dionis is... Oh, Dionis is down. Dionis is down.
Yeah, they got even more points to go ahead.
Whew. Yeah, that's like a 37-point lead currently. And Lucia tops the statue again.
Lucia, the master of taking the objective, stealing or doing the damage.
So far, it seems like I Don't Care team has a very high probability to win this series.
But at least Surgeons did go down, so Infamous, they were able to get some points away, but still almost double the point.
Yeah.
And Lagos is still alive, so that's the thing.
Yes, the Lagos is the big factor here. Lucia relatively low on HP, and Silver on the lead, and Lucia is down.
The Infamous, it is closing. The gate is closing real soon. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. Is it going to be 3-0 victory for I Don't Care? They have to go for Lagos now.
And kudos to Silver. Silver's actually doing very well in this match. He's trying to get the aggro, and he's trying to avoid. Let's see how Silver can survive. And Lagos with 7 lines of HP left.
Okay, it's coming down real soon. Is it going to be Infamous? And again, I Don't Care takes it. Oh, again,
Lucia again.
Saving the team. And with
job.
5 seconds, this might just be it. Okay, Infamous, they're catching up points with the orb, but with 2, 1, 0, that is going to be it. A 3-0 dominant game score for I Don't Care. They will take the 3rd place spot from the Europe.
Absolutely. Lucia, Zergens, and Silver. Silver finally turned up and said he did his role. He supported his team. He got the points. He made those kills. He did the aggro. And I think Silver did an amazing job, especially in match 3. Good job.
Yep, and I see such a good role difference within the team, the roles, and as Lucia mostly focusing on the objective, the final kill, not really grabbing or having a lot of points on Lucia, but just making sure, okay, I'm in charge of objective. And of course, Zergens oftentimes just holding the points, Silver just helping out back and forth. I think this team is really well balanced in that way.
It could have been anybody's game, but Lucia secured the game like twice. Yeah, with those like boss Lagos kills. Yeah.
Yep. Every time Infamous reunited, they tried to do what was nearly impossible. Okay, maybe if we get Lagos, there's a chance to come back, but nope. Lucia brings one down, brings the monument down, and steals the Lagos all the time. It never really happened.
Definitely.
And Infamous in this match, actually, nothing really worked out for them.
Yeah, they really tried hard to turn back the game, but it seemed that I Don't Care had a control over them, like macro-wise. The micro details were pretty good, and then most importantly, the object control was very, very different. I could see how I Don't Care was shot calling the main orders from Lucia, asking her teammates to perform in such ways, and they did really good. Yes.
Yeah, in terms of that balance, I could really see I Don't Care really doing well. That's the reason why they are going to be getting that 3rd place. As we have the results ready, let's see the score and the points throughout both teams.
And Lucia, yep, she has the top score.
Oh yes, Phantasma all the way.
Phantasma all the way. Yeah, she really sniped things really, really well. Knowing how to use that Phantasma meta into her favor, it was very good.
And again, with the Berserker, Dionis on the other side, got the rank 2 with 292.
Yeah, Dionis did well, and of course he made 4th place in this tournament, but he did make a presence in the tournament.
Yeah, 292 when the game score is actually 3-0. So that shows you the sign how amazing this player actually is.
Exactly, and he's also the gamepad winner, so yeah, definitely deserves it.
We can't give a second one, so.
I know. Yeah, so we'll have to. We're gonna wait for the next gamepad and audience gamepad, but not yet. I don't get any vibes yet.
So that was also another, quick 3-0.
That was relatively quick.
Relatively quick, even with a timeout, but the timeout finished in like 20 seconds.
Yeah, they were just like.
I don't even know why they called for timeout.
They just did a quick switch for that Raven. Yeah, and,
that was basically it.
That they did that strategic approach, but yeah, I Don't Care said no, we're gonna win this league.
Yeah, that's all sealed and done. We have the 3rd and 4th, but what we're really all waiting for. Who's going to be the champion of Europe
I am so
this
hyped
time?
and
Is
stoked.
it going to be the Falcons or the Coven? We'll find it out real soon. But before that, we will take another break, 15 minutes. And when we come back, we'll have that best of 7 grand finals between the 2 teams. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere. welcome back to Ramoness Championship Season 2 Europe Grand Finals time. I'm super excited, super duper excited for this Grand Finals because look who's here, the Falcons with the big name, the Coven with the big names in it. So this has to be the one Grand Final that we're all excited about.
I am so stoked for the Europe Finals. They always had an exciting performance, and I'm sure that they will not fail on this in the finals again. So good luck to both teams. I'm definitely looking forward to this.
Okay, it's going to be crazy because it's going to be best of 7. Even better if we go all the way out. And I believe this is the moment where they didn't even use the timeout in their first semifinals because they didn't need to. They just won 3-1, 3-1.
They just cruised it through, saying that no, we will win this tournament. We will get this title.
I'm sure a lot of the fans watching right now have your favorite. Let's chat down. Just give us the name, give us the players, give us the team that you're rooting for. We see the chat all the time, so go ahead and let's see who's actually getting some more energy. Send your energy to your favorite team. Is it Falcons or the Coven?
And speaking of that, we still have one gamepad available for our adventures and one gamepad that we will nominate to one of our participants today. So stay tuned in chat as well.
See lots of Smithy, Phobio. Wow, the commercial. Yes, of course. It has been the matchup so far. Falcons came up here with a 3-1 victory. The Coven.
A strong 3-0 victory.
Yeah. Very similar in a way. Very similar victory in a way here. And we're just going to look at the Falcons just once again before we check into game number 1. Had, of course, a very standard comp. So Berserker, Phantasma.
Definitely. They all had good roles in their positions. Personally, I think Phobia was the key player for the Falcons. Phobia was always running around making sure that the objectives were secured. Phobia also sustained and didn't die easily as well, so I think that was very important. And of course, Smithy, the infamous streamer, as well as the YouTuber, is definitely a big clutch player in this series with MLBB. MLBB was absolutely great as well, just like Smithy's twin brother.
Yeah, this team overall had such a good balance. Of course, talking balance, the Coven also had lots of different role and tactics here. Player 1, Brawler here, the Orbing with Phantasma, the Minlo with the Grandmaster. We saw some great action with Grandmaster here.
And here, I just think that Nemillo and Portwave were the key players. They had double key players. Nemillo was just constantly moving, making sure the objectives are secured. Portwave was the sniper. Portwave was just moving around, making sure he supports his teammates and getting those kills.
Oh, we see the chat loving Coven, Falcons. Let's go, Coven. Wow, this
Falcons.
is pretty
I love
intense.
this chat. Yes, it is good.
And
Ooh, look at that.
Those are my dream numbers when I
In school?
dream numbers in school, but never happened to me, of course. But these teams are so good.
So each team has a 100% win rate in all maps. It's just so crazy. Very strong teams fighting against each other.
Certainly had crazy numbers from all counting. I believe that's counting all the maps. From before today.
Yep. And I just want to point this out too. The Coven team said that they're very grateful just to come out to this tournament and just participate. And I just really like their humble approach, even though they have a good reputation. And that actually goes the same for the Falcons. Falcons said we're meta carry noobs, and I don't think they're noobs at all. They had a 100% win rate.
No. Well, noobs. If sometimes you can be humble, say, oh, we just got lucky, but if it happens all the time, that's skill for you guys. And the game 1 is actually ready. Are you guys ready? We are. Let's get into the grand finals between the two teams, the Falcon and the Coven. Here we go, the grand finals, game number 1. It is Temple Raiders.
And Falcon on the run with Smithy on top. Let's see how they do.
And again, going for the monument.
Yeah. instantly. They're just focusing on the monument. And
Oh, the
MLBB gets a statue right away.
The Falcons in the lead. Can they keep this up? Only yeah, a few seconds. Only 15 seconds.
And
Hasn't passed.
just an important notice to make: player 1 switch classes to Primrose.
Oh,
We have a Primrose in
Primrose.
presence. And I just love how they're meta. They're very off meta. There's no Phantasma. There's no Berserker. It's off meta characters, and they're just going straight up to.
let's see. This is
Team
one heck of a
Falcons.
grand final already just by the composition. But so far, with the standard meta comp, Falcons are in a huge lead. But it's not like the Coven took no orbs. They're still keeping the orb numbers alive.
Falcons is just playing stellar gameplay right now, just doing the right things each time. But player 1 is stepping up with the Primrose, showing that they can actually dominate with a different class as well. And
Yeah.
player 1 is down.
Player 1 is down, but was already low in HP, and already see the chat saying player 1 is also pretty good at Primrose. Let's see.
But
how
again,
good she
just
can be.
Falcons is focusing on the objectives, making sure things are going to their favor. And Smithy gets the last hit for the statue.
Again, Falcon taking the big objectives. All the statue, all the monuments are going towards the Falcons.
I'm surprised with player 1. Player 1 is making sure the point holders go down. Just no backup. Just going straight in, making sure the kills are secured.
Yeah, I think-
Amazing plays.
Yeah, I think instead of going for those big objectives, the Coven, they are looking for more blood, more action, more direct PvP here. As Lagos also being damaged by the other two members.
Yep, it's a two people are going on Lagos each for their team.
You're down to 6 bars, 5 bars. Which team will take this? If the Coven takes it, they indeed take it. Player 1 with Primrose.
The Coven is amazing. They're just doing this new composition and defeating the great meta currently.
Yeah, with the orb, stays alive with low HP. And trying to hide in the bush, but can you really stay with this point for a long time?
Oh,
That's the
this
thing.
is
On the
nice.
chase!
Player
MLBB
1 is just
and
running away.
Smithy.
Is he gonna go down? Is he gonna go down?
Primrose
still-
still stays alive!
How can he do that? Oh, and he's
eventually
down.
falls. Eventually falls, but still, that was good amount of time
And
actually
Smithy has low
burned.
HP too. Smithy goes down as well. Nemeloso helping out and getting that kill.
Oh my, is this really happening? The Coven in a huge lead.
Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, 35 seconds left. Falcons, they can still make a pretty good comeback. It is called the meta comp for a reason. There's always a powerful mechanic to come back, especially with the double Berserker.
It seems like the Coven has a very high chance to win. We still got 30 seconds on the clock, but player 1 and Nemelo are slowly diminishing in their HP. But as you can see, Smithy and MLBV are going down as well. It's a really intense fight.
Yeah, poking in and out, getting some more points. Okay, takes Emilio down. Falcons, 10 seconds, 31 points away. Can they actually do it? Player 1 holding 60, going super low in HP.
Player 1, is he going to go down? He went down. And
Oh, the
no!
Falcons! And
It
the
happened!
Falcons in the last second. They grabbed the kill onto Primrose.
Wow. That was
Oh.
very intense. I was expecting
This
player 1.
close.
I was expecting player 1 to hold the points. And no doubt player 1 did amazing. But yeah, at the last moment, the Falcons knew that they had to take down player 1.
Yeah,
And
the chase was incredible. Yeah, all the way until the end, but we actually saw player 1 not just grabbing the objective, but also picking the kill, staying alive, dodging all those skills.
my mind's blowing up. This is just game 1, right?
Mhm.
I already felt like I did 5 games with this single game because it was just so intense and packed.
Primrose, who would have been imagined here? As it is Europe, so it is going to be really hectic as we're not waiting any time here. Game 2 is ready, guys. Let's go right into it.
And just remember, like Nemeloso and Porkwave, they're also like key players to the Coven. I'm very excited that for what they're gonna show in this second game.
Yeah, game 1 was already so incredible.
It is.
Best of 7, guys. First to hit that score 4 is going to take that championship point.
Player 1 and Smithy on top on each other, and MLBB on the assist, and Nemeloso is just kicking them out too. That was a good move.
Yeah, so that 2v1, it seemed like the damage was going in.
And
but
Smithy saying, no, we are the meta. We are the meta, and taking down the teammates for Port Wave.
Yeah, right after the kill, going
And-
for that. Ooh,
and
actually, the
B team.
Coven.
Namillo stealing that statue points. That was
Yeah,
good.
just saying thanks for all the
He
leads.
just runs by and he just kicks in and says thanks.
The Coven just takes the statue away. Of course, in terms because Falcons they did get the initial kill, first blood. They took
And
a lot more
Smithy
orbs.
just fighting against Port Wave, showing dominance.
Yep, on the side, as I think they want to take back control because they basically lost the monument.
Port Wave's very low. Player 1's down. Nemilo's very low and HP. Nemilo's down. And Phobio with those amazing Phantasma skills with the ranged attacks. They could not stand a chance.
Yeah, losing Port Wave is okay, but the Milo was actually holding a lot more points, so that hurts a lot for the Coven.
Exactly. There is about a 23-point lead for Falcons currently, but still in the early stages of the game, so we have no clue.
MLB did go down, and in that time, the Coven actually was able to pick up a few more orbs, so slowly crawling back into the game.
Oh, and then Milo is casually
Hey,
just
wait, Falcons just going for the Lagos?
yeah, they're just going for Lagos, and Nemilo is trying to sustain against them.
Wait, 7 bars already. They
6
gotta go
bars.
soon.
Yep.
Milo Port Wave joining to the center, 4 bars left.
And MLBB gets the Berserker
Oh
kill,
my.
but they are down.
They're down, and MLB is also low in HP. The Coven actually did a lot of damage. Of course, the point gap is huge, huge, huge. But if you think about the HP, there's always a comeback potential in this game.
Exactly. They just have to make sure MLBB is down and all the orbs are secured. He's getting a double kill!
And runs away, grabs a couple more orbs on the way. Why not? Holding 96.
Yeah,
By
MLBB
himself.
just secured this game. It's I think they have a higher chance on this for sure. Even if the Ballista kills, we'll see how it goes. 20 seconds left.
Oh my god, goodness, the Ballista does go
And
down. but
MLBB
still.
is down! MLBB is down! We still don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah,
400 points.
Oh, they're catching up in
25.
points. It's finished super close. 6 seconds,
5 seconds
on
left.
the clock. Port Wave
It's
is
crazy!
still
1 point
alive.
difference! Who's gonna get the extra point?
Is there? Will be the kill? No, 1 point. Just and actually of the final second, we didn't even get to see
I
on
know.
top.
That was just crazy.
Even before that final kill, 1 point gap.
There was a 1 point gap, 1 second left to the game, and no, Falcons said we're gonna get that extra kill, and they actually killed one of the teammates there and got extra 30 points there. That was
Wow.
crazy.
That was one of the the closest game we had so far. Coven, they actually had a really good chance of coming back.
I know.
Falcons
Same
just
with game one.
running around,
Same with
and
game one.
you can't really catch them in this map here.
But again, I'm just surprised with the Coven. I mean, they don't have any Berserkers, they don't have any Phantasmas, but they showed equivalent power against the Falcons too. It was not like it was just like kind of like a 1 point lead game. Seriously.
That was incredible. Keep over relics. You just have to keep yourself in the brush, but both teams actually just going at it because it was immensely close. 1 point, like on the way. If you just grab anything, you basically win. Not just a kill, just the orb could have been the deciding factor there. So still, Falcons keeping the lead with a 2-0, and
definitely keeping the lead.
no more waiting, guys. Game 3 is indeed already. It is ready. Let's go right back into our favorite map, Temple Raiders. And here we go again. With the game starting so soon, Falcons, I think they're keeping this momentum into
Yep.
the next game.
They just go into the Monument Battle, and yes, Team B Port Wave
Oh.
actually counters them out. They flex their muscles, showing that we can get the monuments as well. And this is very interesting to recognize because game 1, they noticed that Falcons is going for the monuments right away.
all the time.
And the Coven was like, no, we're going to get it. And they step back to fight back-to-back again on it
Ooh,
again.
Port Wave from the side was trying to go for that surprise from the brush. Actually
And that
runs away.
Void Knot with those special moves, hiding in those bushes, getting that extra sustain. Let's see if she'll survive.
Yeah, with the amp, the Coven trying to go for that fight, but because the HP was low, it couldn't really go for that direct 1v1 fight.
Yep, Nemil's trying to step up and save his teammate. Portway's still surviving somehow, and Smithy's down.
game's going wild. The Coven's
It is.
trying to keep their points here.
And MLBB calmly trying to find the right time to attack the enemies and secure the orbs.
And here, MLB maybe on the side, trying to read the movement of the opponent. Okay, the Coven makes their way all the way around the map.
It's interesting how Nimble Soul and Player are trying to secure Port Wave and waiting for that group team move.
They're both trying to get a hint and look for that monument timing. Okay, statue is taken by Smithy.
Smithy did a great job on securing that statue. Lagos appeared.
Here comes the Lagos. In terms of control, yeah, about half and half, I would say, so far this game.
And Smithy going 2v1 against Port Wave.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, yes. Just those smooth moving, trying to sustain. And I'm surprised that the Coven team is sustaining pretty well in this match.
And the moment you say that, Phobia goes down, so the Coven's maintaining a lot more. There's the power of the Grandmaster.
Smithy's down, and I can just see the Grandmaster. Oh, but
yes.
MLBB is like, oh, I'm going to get this steal. I'm going to get this steal.
Can he?
Who is going to get the steal?
Can
Who's going to get the steal?
MLBB?
And Smithy gets the
Smithy
steal!
comes up from nowhere and gets that steal. The
That
Coven,
was just like, ooh, he just slides in, and he's like, thank you for
the Coven
last
did
hit.
all the work for nothing. The Falcons come back huge with that Lagos steal.
That's going to be a big tilter for the Coven. They have to be very calm and make sure they can come back to this game. I mean, they still have, it's the best of 7 match, but I mean, it's, you know, it's going to be a big
Okay,
match for sure.
120 points in total versus 63. 42 seconds left on the clock. The
Smithy's
Coven.
low on HP.
Oh,
Nemilo
no.
has to track him down. It's Nemilo's job to get him. Will they be able to follow Smithy in?
Yeah, but Smithy got some heals backed up and already hiding himself and found a pretty nice brush onto the other side of the map. And I think the Coven kind of feels it.
I think the healing orb is going to be a major factor in this, but the Nemo Soul is down, and I think the Falcons have a much higher advantage. The Phobia is almost down.
Yeah, 12 seconds.
Phobia's
Okay,
down.
they're catching up in scores just a little bit. They need a kill on Smithy though.
They
Where
need
is
to get
Smithy?
Smithy.
Find Smithy.
They need to find Smithy. Where is he?
4
Where is
seconds,
he?
they're on
You
the
can't
chase.
find
He's
me.
moving
You
around
can't
so
find
quickly.
me. And whew,
And that is it. Third game in a row going to the Falcons. Is this going to be a 4-0 sweep? I think a timeout is needed right here.
absolutely. You know, nothing was wrong with what Coven did, but Falcons they just stole that Lagos like on the last hit. Like Smithy was casually driving
Came
by.
out from nowhere. We
Yep.
thought MLBB, if there was going to be anyone from Falcons, MLBB, okay, got near the Lagos, okay, maybe a chance against the 3 of them. But Smithy, out of nowhere.
He just did a drive-through past the Lagos saying, thank you, I'm going to take this point. He just takes it, casually moves out, and most importantly, he didn't die. He didn't die. The Coven furiously tried to track him down, but Smithy was like, you can't catch me. I'm the Berserker. I'm the mobile character. I'm the the meta character.
Well, very powerful for sure, but we were about to see some highlight moments from the Primrose, who actually had really nice escape, even escaping from 2v1, providing some damage, not really going down, keeping buying a good amount of time for the teammates. But was just not enough. That Lagos really always an objective to turn the game around. Hey, guys, no timeout. This could be the championship point
timeout.
for the Falcons. Game 4 is ready. Let's go right into it. Will this be another beginning of the Coven? Or Falcons just closing out with a championship point here?
And here we are. And for the sake of this, the finals, I'm definitely cheering for the Coven to come back to have a tight-knit match. We'll see how they do.
Let's see if they can come back here. Of course, the beginning, Lista both pretty much worn out. And no further kills happening. Both teams just trying to maintain the zone. And see the orbs coming out. There one.
Aurora's down.
Oops. But it's still early game.
Yep, early game. They're focusing on the Monument battle. Who's going to get the last hit? And Port Wave gets a steal.
Well, that's a great start for the Coven if they want to have a big comeback.
Definitely a good start with the Monument in their hands.
And with that, our they going to continue
Yep.
or just buy some time?
Whew, but MLBB is just dribbling around the enemies, making
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, Port Wave is actually drawing a lot of the opponent's attention, and player 1 comes from the side.
Yep. Nemelo's low on HP. He has to survive. Is he going to survive? Yep, he dodges the moves. And MLBB's getting the orbs. Good job.
And player 1 got, the Coven. They were able to get some of those healing orbs. So back to full health.
Yep, 2 minutes. They're feeling each other. Yep, this is gonna be like the game point for the
Yeah,
Falcons.
they're feeling each other, but it is Falcons with that big number 3 on top.
Exactly. And Lagos has appeared. I have no clue how they're gonna start this. Let's see. Whew,
Let's
they're
see,
flying
MLBB.
into each other.
Yeah, going towards the center. The Coven, I think they're staying not nearby the Lagos because they don't want to get damaged by anything.
Yep.
And
Making
maybe
sure-
looking for a sweet steal and a comeback immediately with Lagos buff.
Making sure like each team is very careful. They
Okay,
don't
this
want
is the
to
moment.
get their HP down too much.
Okay, Falcons, they're hitting the Lagos, bringing the Coven inside. 7 bars left onto Lagos. They're looking for the perfect timing for the steal and the takeaway with Lagos.
The moment of
The
truth.
team, it's going to be Falcons again.
MLBV has the Lagos. They destroy the Ballista, and look at that point gap. It's like 400 points.
They want to say GG right here, right now, and finish the game.
Yep, it's like it's a kind of a taunt meta in this match. That's crazy. They just went to the Ballista right away. So they need to make sure that Phobio goes down. Yeah, they have to find Phobio.
Is it going to be a possible comeback? Times 10 the points. Falcons, they are
Oh,
not
Portland
just
Nibbles
dominating,
down.
they're controlling the entire map.
Yep.
The entire map.
They're just saying,
35
hey,
seconds.
I have the points. Try to kill me. And it's all about Nemelo and player 1 trying to get the points from Phobio. It's going to be the big factor here.
What
Let's
is
see how they
happening?
do.
Okay, Port Wave coming from the side, okay, at least hitting the Ballista. They need the Ballista point first of all, and then a lot more kills to follow up, but only 17 seconds left on the clock. Is this it? Falcons winning 4-0?
They also have to make sure to get the Ballista points and also Phobio. Phobio is very low on HP.
Okay.
Will they grab Phobio's kill? Phobio's down. Is he down?
3,
2.
2. The time's ticking, but
No!
still lives
TP has it.
Oh!
TP has it. Yes, they got it.
What a comeback
They
right
got it.
there! Phobio! 2 seconds left.
Oh, like
All of a sudden.
Yep, that was good. Yep. They did pressure Phobio to the wall, and with that insane grab from Nemelo, Nemelo just grabbed him and said, we're gonna get this back. And yeah, they got it back. Good job. Whew.
I am lost in words. That was massive. They didn't even call timeout when they were about to lose 4-0.
Exactly.
And then the last 3-4 seconds. Okay, guys, if we're gonna do this, it is right now or never, or do or die time.
Yep, and just again, Nemelo and player 1 were just trying to get those points. Phobio trying to run away.
Ooh.
Smithy and MLBB trying to protect, but no, in the cat and mouse game, yep, Nemelo Soul said he did the clutch game. So again,
Man, what a crazy. Yeah, Coven. There's a Coven, the actual entertainment. How about that? Enemy BDM. I think you just won yourself a pretty nice gaming pad.
good job. What was his name again?
Enemy BDM right there.
Enemy BDM, congratulations. You get the
Congratulations.
last gamepad. And one more gamepad. Actually, I'm just going to give this gamepad to Nemelo. Because of his-
Nemelo, yes.
Yeah. Whatever the result, Nemelo just did that clutch performance. It was like win or die. But he was like, I'm going to get it. And that was...
It's the grand finals, man.
Yeah.
We can't just have a 4-0.
I know.
No way.
Yeah, and of course, it's a 3-2-1. Of course, the Team Falcons has a high chance to win this series currently. But COVID definitely shows that they are not easy to win.
Of course. It is still possible. And the fact that they're using a lot of non-meta classes to bring this win, this is actually an insane moment, of course. Will this be a start of a reverse sweep, or what's going to happen? We have no idea, but the next game is ready. The Coven is ready to come back in this matchup. Let's go right into that game number 5. No timeout. Have to see more games.
And again, the Monument Battle, they just, Falcons start like chopping away on the Monument Battle again. Who's going to get the first hit on it? And Team B, Neminal Soul, showing up again with his performance.
They're starting it. They have the momentum just with a single win right here. And let's go. But still, they took a lot of damage. Still early game. Monument buff will, of course, will be helping them, but Falcons,
Yeah, Portway
they're
and
not
Player
sloppy.
One down. ML, BB, and Smithy were making sure that they go down, and Nemoso's down as well. Falcons, amazingly, very calm. Even with the steal, they don't get tilted at all. They just go and take those objectives right away.
wow, this is going to be an insane game. Falcons still making a huge comeback. Double Berserkers, they can always chase an opponent down so quick.
They're trying to chip down on Phobio. Phobio's got successfully run away. Smithy has to secure his points as well.
Oh man, the Coven.
Oh, Nemo's down.
Can they continue to make an
An
huge-
epic comeback.
They
Yep.
need to. They need to have something down. But so far, Falcons in main control. Even though they lost the statue, but because of the orb, they have massive control.
I can definitely see Smithy and Phobia very calm in this situation without any hesitation, making sure they win each battle one by one.
Fabio,
It's gonna go down, is it? Player one furiously trying to get it. Wow.
yeah, eventually went down. But the other two, who's holding the most amount of points, 30 and 39.
Yep.
They're on the other side doing a lot of other work.
There is 47 points differentiation currently. MLB is getting low on HP, but he is very good at securing points. And speaking of that, he has the Orb of Heal, so he's going to heal his teammates. That's going to be a major part in this final game.
Yeah, or
Possibly.
certainly kicking in a lot. Nemilo just went down. Smithy just slashing through again. Lagos down to the final. Player one!
Player one steals it
Primrose
again.
does it!
Wow, that's just epic here.
Epic, and this is a big chance for the Coven to have a massive comeback follow.
They have to come back. He's very close to Smithy. He gets Smithy down. There's going to be a point up there. 1 point difference. Match is ending soon.
Okay, let's see. Player one going for some massive attack.
Player one, 81 points.
They're trying to get some more points
Oh
onto
my
Fabio.
goodness. Ooh, player one is on the move. He's going to show his teammates that he can carry the game as well.
And let's see how long player one can stay alive here. Falcons on the chase. The double berserkers, they have their power. Oh, Primrose does go down. Falcons, they're in the lead all of a sudden. 35 seconds left on the clock. The Coven, can they actually do something right now? Portway is also super low. Nemilo's also super low. Player one holding a lot of points.
They have to find Phobio and get in there, but Portwave and Nemilo have low points relatively, so it's going to be a hard comeback. They need to find
60 seconds. Can player one pull up something amazing here? Not too much time.
They're
It is
focusing on
possible.
Smithy.
Fabio going down in HP. About 70% left now. 50%. Okay, Fabio's down. Can they get the kill?
Get it.
4 seconds. 4 seconds left.
2
Only
points.
2 points away.
2 points.
Find
2
him. Where is
points.
he?
2 points. TB got it with the orb.
Did it just happen?
It happened.
Wow.
Woo!
What in the world? The Coven, they're just making it work. 2 in a row.
I doubt it. Like, I apologize to Coven officially because
I apologize to your ears, guys, but this is an epic game.
yes, I had doubts. I thought Falcons secured the victory, but Coven
Whoa.
with that like 2-second clutch play, you know, they were just calm. I think it was Portwave. Portwave calmly made sure to get some extra orbs to get those extra 2 points to that victory. Good job.
Fabio goes down, and the entire team of the Coven. This is our moment, and just put out all the damage possible. And guys, we have a timeout, and surprisingly, it's for the Falcons. Wow.
Yeah, I can see that the momentum shifted to the Coven. It's of course a 3-2 currently with the 3 in favor for Falcons, but I can definitely see Coven coming back. Yep, so it's about time for them to
Yeah,
discuss.
this is insane. What? We'll screw the meta. Like, who needs the meta classes? If you're good with whatever
like-
you do, you can go grab those wins just like that.
Yep, just with the Primrose on the front, back-to-back with Nemilo with that amazing Grandmaster moves, and player one with the Void Knight just doing amazing. Yeah, good teamwork. Good teamwork
Yep,
for sure.
my next class for sure. Time to start Primrose.
Oh, boy.
Oh
yeah.
man, so many classes to start from tomorrow for me.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah,
Primrose
and
really kicking it hot. Player 1, we can certainly tell that his skills are on top with Primrose.
And again, just to remember, Falcons, when they're calm and secure, they know how to play the game. They know how to play the meta. They know what to do exactly. But the Coven, with their unexpected meta, is kind of like going loose right now.
Whoa, I know our AC is on full power, but I'm getting chills from the game.
I'm
This
getting
is
chills from the
insane.
game.
And also the Grandmaster helping so much, just securing the target down so they can put out the maximum damage. The teamwork is certainly there.
It's getting really hot in here too. Like my heart's on fire right now. Just with these amazing plays from each team. It's like nobody was bad. It was just good, and good. And I just like, wow.
It's coming. It's just 2 wins back to back from the Coven. Still, it is championship point from Falcons. All they need is just one map, one more game. But they just can't deliver the final point.
Yep, just with a calm heart, they just need to do what they're good at. And I'm sure they're talking about that. I doubt they're gonna have a class change.
I don't think so. This is like the most method, the most common, one of the most common the comp you can have actually in Ramoness right now, and proven to be one of the strongest so far. And having a sudden change might actually create some weakness for them. So that's what I think.
And just Coven again, I'm just surprised how well they are doing with their meta characters. Well, I would say the Coven's meta. And
The Coven's meta.
yeah, and even with that 3-0 play, they didn't have any breaks. They just went straight through.
I know,
They're
no
like-
timeout. That's what
Yeah.
was surprising. I thought they needed at least like some more time, not using all the timeout, all 5 minutes of timeout you needed. But sometimes when you're on a losing streak, sometimes you just want to take fresh air. Just
And-
talk to your teammates. Okay, what are we doing wrong? You think we're fine? Okay, let's just go back and play our game.
And just to share this again, I just really appreciate the Grandmasters in our game, because season one, it was about Dremesis going on the clutch play on the finals, and it was just a clutch play. Again, this game was 3-0, but Nemeloso was there to change it back to 3-1, and I'm just very excited for this game.
Guys, this is going to be Game 6. Game 6, we might go all the way to Game 7, and I would like that personally. But still, Falcon on a championship point, but will the Coven take it back and bring us to Game number 7? Let's go into Game 6 and find it out. We're back in the Keeper of the Relics. Still Falcons. All they need is one more map.
Chopping down on the ballista casually. They have to be careful not to get too much HP down, but Port Wave is very low on HP as starting. Nemelo is down as well. Yeah.
You need to be grabbing some of those points. We could feel the tension between the two teams. They are not actively full out engaging.
Yep.
Yeah, but the Falcons did so much more damage.
So much more damage. They have a relatively higher point, and the HP bars for the Coven are much lower as well. As you can see, Falcons is very calm. They know what to do, and it's just good stuff.
Early points in lead for Falcons again, but you can't blink, guys. Just wait until the last few seconds. The Coven, they just pull it out somehow.
They have this like special power in them.
And they just pull the magic strings all in the final few seconds. Yeah, Falcons always keeping the early game lead.
And Nemeloso and MLBB on it together. Smithy and Port Wave on it.
Yep, and Phobia with the amp, trying to maybe push the zone a little bit, but not all the way into the opponent's side.
Player 1. Oh, and Nemelo, I think he's gonna die.
Ooh, Nimble's holding 17. That's a lot of points if he goes down.
Oh, but Falcons is doing a good job on the
good
macro
heal.
again.
Good heal with the orb from the side.
And Nemo's gonna go down against Smithy.
And the point gap is actually somewhat happening, 66 to 31. Here with Lagos. Is it going to be Falcons? Okay, they're actually bursting through until
Yeah, they're slowly
10
prolling
bar.
onto the Lagos. But remember, it's Falcons with the low HP currently. So I think Team B has a good chance to steal the Lagos. And Nemeloso gets the Lagos and turns it back again.
the Grandmaster power is kicking in so hot. 92 turns everything back around. The Falcons, This happens so many times. This
Things
is going to
are
be the nightmare
getting
for them.
hot.
Oh my goodness,
And
Phobio from the side.
secures a kill for player
Yeah,
one.
at least one, but most of the points, 81 points out of 98 is actually held by Nemilo right now.
Nemilo's just flexing. He's just flexing the game.
So Falcons, they need to come up with a quick strategy right now to get that Grandmaster down on the ground so they can steal that point away.
We'll see how they'll perform in this clutch situation. MLBB and Smithy had to step up and make sure Nemiso is down. And speaking of that, Nemiso is down.
They're down, Falcons in the lead, back again, but Smithy, Phobio both took a lot of damage. So Port Wave going all the way in and on the chase. They're just letting them go forward now, still have 30 seconds.
We have to make sure Port Wave and player one step up and make sure Smithy or Phobio gets down as soon as possible. 24 seconds
starting
left
the chase, starting the chase. They're trying to get Phobio down first with 40 points down. Okay, they got some kills away with the Ballista gone. They have to get Smithy though.
They have to kill Smithy. Yep, it's a 50-point lead. They have to make sure they have to follow the points. 20-point difference.
Can they actually get the chase? Can they actually get the kill onto
One
one
second.
of the big members?
And
the Coven! By 4 points!
Again,
They
how
got
did they even do that?
After getting the Ballista, they got so many orbs in the way. They didn't really get the big kills. They were able to grab the final few points.
My heart just got stopped here. Like, I
Game
was
7.
Like, I was thinking, again,
Game 7's coming, guys.
Again, I doubted the Coven.
Whoa.
The Falcons started out very strong. They had all the points. They had the HP. But then with that steal from Nemilo, and then after the last part, Port Wave successfully secured the points.
Yeah, I think, and like the extra orb just spawned right next to them. And dude, my heart just dropped down to the
perfect
basement.
timing again. Like, how did they even come back to this? It's like they know what's going on.
Whoa,
Wow.
for sure. Game 7. And when we get into the final game, you don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, I did not see this coming. It's a 3-3.
It might as well, the Coven, they might just use the timeout right here. And just say, okay, I need some Coke.
Yeah, maybe just
I need some soda right here.
Drink a sip of Coke.
All right, guys, but no timeout. The game is ready. The final game, game number 7, right here, right now. Let's see who wins and become the champion of Europe. The final game of the grand finals. Is it going to be the Falcons or the Coven? The Coven took 3 maps in a row. Who's it going to be?
Phobio getting 2v1. We'll see how they do. Phobio actively showing off her skills. Trying to secure those points.
The statue. And the Coven managed to get that away.
Yep. Oh, man.
But from the side,
So intense.
player 1 is super low, has to run away from Phobio.
And Port Wave has the healing orb. He's going to heal his teammates. Yep, full HP. I can see the Coven on a great start. Falcons didn't really have, always had the greater start. This is going to be a very interesting match because this is the first match that actually the Coven has a beginning start.
Yeah, look at the map right now. All spread apart, just Phobia player 1 going off from the side, joining the fight from the side. Both players looking for that 2v1.
Smithy trying to protect Phobio, and Phobio's doing the range damage. I have no clue what's going on, but this is just, oh my goodness.
They're just moving in and out, trying to sustain Phobia very low, but only with 10 points. So player 1.
Again, player 1 with that Primrose is showing big significance in this game.
Phobia's still alive. No, not a big point gap. They're just trying to collect the orb from the side, but I think they're coming down to the monument.
It's very intense. Player 1's a little down. Smithy's down a little too. They gotta secure their health points too. Is player 1 gonna survive? See how they do. Oh, and player 1's down. Nemiloso's down, and I think Falcons had a good move on it.
Oh, just heals right back up.
Oh, wow. That was just too.
Oh, but loses the other 2 members. What a tragedy for the Coven. They had the monument, but the Falcons winning all the duels from the side.
Yes, it seems like they're very calm in this situation as well, making sure to secure the points. Ooh,
So
Smithy's
it's going to
down.
be about the fight. The Coven, they're not giving up. The Lagos is here. I think it's about time. It's
about time. The time has come.
It's going to be the championship Lagos right here.
The championship Lagos.
Oh, the Coven trying
Oh.
to stay alive with the
And
maximum amount of points.
MLBB casually stealing that Orb of Thunder.
We see the bars. We see the bar going down.
We see the bar going
Smithy,
down.
Phobia,
Moment of
trying to
truth.
focus. The middle right off to the
And
side.
Smithy gets the kill for the Lagos.
Okay, Falcons, massive lead. Still a minute left. The Coven, will they pull another and final amazing comeback? But is this going to be the point for Falcons?
It seems very difficult for the Coven to come to this. They need to have like multiple kills against Smithy and LMVB and Phobio to make this game come back. With only 40 seconds left to this game, this is going to be a very difficult challenge. They are focusing on Smithy. Is he going to survive? Smithy is running away.
Yeah, the Coven, they need to get all three, not just Smithy. The points are actually somewhat spread apart between MLBB and Phobia, but they're also so low in HP. They can actually get the chase, but okay, that's one.
And then will be freezing his opponent.
And on the way, they're picking up so many orbs at the same time.
It's
Falcons, they're running away with this.
Smithy and Phobio. Phobio's low. Is Phobio going to go down? 14 seconds left to the game.
Even if Phobia goes down, the point gap is way too big.
Remember, they need to take down all three of them. Smithy,
player one
MLB,
goes
and
down.
Phobio.
Oh my god, this is going to be at 203 points. Falcons are going to be the champion from Europe. We go all the way to the final game 7. Falcons dropped 3 games in a row, and all the way at the end, game 7. Falcons, congratulations, you guys are going to be the champion of Ramoness Season 2 from Europe.
They definitely showed that
What
they're
a
very
finals.
calm,
Uh-huh.
and they showed that they were dominant. I was lost in words, but when I was just looking at their performance, Falcons absolutely knew how to play the game. They dribbled their opponents. They made sure that Smithy survived. Smithy did very well on stealing the Lagos as well. It was just an amazing match for sure, no doubt.
This has been incredible. I've seen lots of fun, lots of matches. I think this is the best, the greatest grand final match so far ever, going all the way to game 7. And also Falcons, oftentimes when your opponent wins 3 maps in a row, you lose everything. You lose the momentum, you lose the communication, you lose everything, but somehow they managed to come back in the final moment.
And again, just thank you, Coven. You guys did amazing as well.
It was an incredible finals.
I
guys.
had high doubts after the first win. The second win, I was thinking, oh, the Falcons still have it. They have a high point lead. But no, Coven was like, we're still gonna win, and they did that 3 in a row. 3 in a row.
Good news and a bad news at the same time. The meta class is all the way at the end. They gotta win, but guys, we have seen this non-meta team without a 3-3. It was tied.
Yep, it was hard back-to-back, and they did show stellar performance. Good job.
Yes, we almost thought when I was thinking when we went into game 7 and the first monument was taken.
Yep.
Oh man, this could actually be a reverse sweep all the way.
And again, like just for Team Falcons, I just want to pay my respect for MLBB as well. Phobia and Smithy were like the key players. They're very famous in the PvP arena, and as they mentioned, Phobia was the MVP or key player, as they said. But MLBB actually sustained their team. MLBB was on the orb steals and the point steals, and I think MLB was a key factor for that last victory, especially. So good job, MLBB.
Certainly, and we have the results ready. I think it's going to be a big number because we had 7 games in total. All right, we have a 4-digit number. Fourth wave with the Void.
Yeah.
Of course, had so much action.
Definitely. Port Wave, Player 1, them also all did good. Of course, Port Waves stored all the points. And I would say, you know, like a team, Team Falcons was always just like all overall very good. And yeah, I mean, like the game was very clutch, but I think Smithy was very convincing with his like last save there on the game, because their team was tilted from the 3 losses in a row, but Smithy definitely stepped up, and especially stealing that Lagos was the epic moment.
Yeah, honestly, and
game.
this is the reason why you never give up until the last second.
Exactly.
You saw what the Coven was able to do in the last few seconds in game 4, 5, and 6. That's exactly why you never give up until the end. But honestly, all 7 games, all of these players, all of these 6 players, actually had their ups and downs. They all had their highlight moments. So it's really hard to choose an MVP from this match.
They were all doing their job, and again, everybody had their moments for sure.
Of course, the Falcons
will come out with a win, but this was one epic grand finals.
Yeah, that was a little too much for my heart. I could feel my heart just pounding.
I can feel my throat right now.
Yeah.
Having somewhat of a tough time. Wow, I screamed a lot.
Me too. Me too. And I apologize if my voice was too. Like I know it's a
No need to
like-
apologize. The games
it's-
were insane.
Yeah, it's a late night for a lot of people. Maybe a little. Some of us may have been surprised, but yes, the EU League did not disappoint. The EU League.
You never disappoints. It always surprises us with the comp, with the classes, or with the game style that they have. It's always fun. Of course, Asia had their own. It was really fun also. I wonder what America has in store for us too. And the champions, of course, the Falcons, Obio Smithy, MLBB. Such a great team with the teamwork, and they managed to come back all the way at the end. Congratulations again for becoming the champions of Season 2.
Definitely. Congratulations, Falcons. You guys showed a very steady and confident movement to getting to the finals.
And let's see who the MVP is going to be. It's indeed Smithy from
Congratulations.
Falcons. Extra pearls.
Extra pearls.
1,000 pearls for you.
And Smithy definitely being the famous creator, content creator for
Yeah, this was
Blackness
really.
and Mobile.
I'm pretty sure this was really hard to choose because, yeah, not just the members from Falcons did so well. Also, their opponent did so well in this. Whoa!
And again-
I usually don't lack energy, but I think I used a lot of energy in that grand final.
We have to save up our energy for NA that's coming up in a couple of hours as well. But it's Smithy, good job. And I'm just very happy for Smithy getting the MVP as well because he has a great YouTube channel with a lot of guides for like adventures that play the game, and he has some great PvP guides too. And I can just see why Smithy was explaining the Berserker is the meta, and I think he clearly showed why it's the most powerful character currently.
Yeah, even from the chat, like Phobia was also the MVP. MLBB deserves the MVP though. Like it's the entire team that did so well.
Yes.
It's the entire
Absolutely.
grand finals and also the semi-finalists, all the teams that played from the EU. I really loved it. They really showed their playstyle and a lot of non-meta classes that we often say, but I don't think that's the importance here. It's about the teamwork and what you want to
Yes.
focus on.
All three members did very well. MLBB, Smithy, Phobio are all MVPs, but you know, Smithy turned out to save that game in the last clutch moment. Remember that.
Yeah,
that was the most important moment.
And also shout out to the Coven. You guys were so close. So close.
I'm gonna give like
Thank you
1,
for
2, and 3 thumbs up to you guys. You guys did amazing. Thank you for that great match. You have my most highest respect. Yes, for sure.
And
Thank
also, chat asking who's the dominator. There will be one dominator, one single player. When we are done with America, we'll just select one out from all 3 regions. That's going to be happening all the way at the end. So if you want to find that out, of course, you want to stick around and watch America, which is happening in about, I believe, 6 hours or so.
Yep, the next couple of hours. So we'll see you soon.
And we will see you very soon. Thank you guys for watching. For watching the Europe. This has been a heck of a lot of fun. Epic matches, epic semifinals, epic grand finals. But I believe it's going to be maybe even better for America. It's like we're about to open that box very soon.
See that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And so, guys, thank you for watching the European region. And we will be back with Americas in just about 7 hours.